rise and shine. It's another day to stay on point. Toast is Friday, it's still on point. Watch is Friday all day long. Still on point, yes, it's still on point.
It's still on point.
Watch is Friday,
it's still on point.
For your bread,
it's creamy.
For your toast,
it's still on point.
It's yummy, delicious.
It's still on point.
Still on point, yes, it's still on point.
It's still on point.
Still on point, yes, it's still on point.
It's still on point.
For your toast, it's still on point.
It's still on point.
Fortune spread, it's yummy, delicious.
It's still on point.
Fortune spread, delicious, creamy, and always on point. This advert is FDA approved.
Excellent furnishing in a real estate business is a great deal for survival. My struggles as a young estate developer were cut short when I discovered Fernart Ghana. With quality furniture made from the finest woods and amazing after-sale service, Fernart Ghana changed my story with every single home I built. It's a one-stop shop that serves the interests of clients with a variety of living room and dining sets, solid wood kitchen installations, wardrobes, doors, cabinets, beds, pergolas, floor parquets, and many other wooden products that will last a lifetime. With Fernart Ghana, all clients are offered the opportunity to customize furniture to their specifications, and the smile on their faces says it all. Thanks to Fernart, now your home can look beautiful with furniture that would last for generations. Visit Fernart Ghana today and share my story. Locate us at Yaniba Estate, Osu, Accra, or call 0303 966085 or 055 278 4097. Think wood, think Fernart.
My end was an anope, Edican, Mofanche, Bibi, Cocho Cacra, but Yasanga, Mofanche, Fidi, and the Jumentiniana, a Todana, a Bubu di Musa, but Yabani de Neaba, and they throw back Thursday, let's know ding, and Bibi. Na omima wachi
mejoso
na bokodie
yamiado me hoye
Odehyeeba
na kasro sabe kan wanya la
menyade
bibi abefa yeto aso
Jamuzia mamendo bibi asese nano pe so no ayo oboade ne pe odinim yenkwa e de ache in fact enra yekoda no na and there was not guaranteed woni me ya adwene sa nti because obi ada enne ye case prempre kra me no kase no ye pusu no empusu nti se oboade de yenkwa che se ya na se asigran kutu na wo se ye de ma no ye da wasese won so no wagibre na nden so oni yen esi nkonwa na woni ache onimdie ewo kwan bia so se Ghana ebekọ nanim ewo mpuntuo mu ne de kekeka honya o my Ghana NKOSUO dwumedie no ena anope enso ye de brewo midin Desmond Kofi Annan Doctor Kofi
Anope midin do Odehyeeba Kofi Essuman and ya kamo e my Ghana NKOSUO ye de bremo live on CTV Ghana's #1 television so ene Thursday morning when me dada say ene jumbo so me that so dunkro wa fimpino ne aduno enum ni if this abre conference 10 am be no say the doc aka no ye no mi no e wo fie animo na say no so betimi adwane live Facebook no so my CTV GH my CTV GH and YouTube so sabeka impacho share na like it na fa messages awodo nyina fa bra na ye keka na ye mfama na ye de kan pay e de bebra na ye be phone likes na tum na ye de ama but answer na no me ye kofa nkrase se me ye fa bra we na no pay and then nkrase se ma me de bra we na no pay and say do good to everybody and anybody who comes around you because you can't determine who will be your brother in future. Oni peda se ni bi obeben wa asase su bia no ye papa fama no so ye oba so ye bema so ye pani ana akwada me pa chaw ti wanim ye papa fama no isan se wiase braba ye ebo no so far as ye tia se na nkwa wo ye mu ni de unim obi a obehwe wa asase so unim obi a obeboa e wa asase so enipa wo hia na na ututu na jejemu ana wanfa na nya hwe no ebire bi bedu sa nipa no ono ene bia na oba be ye waje nkwa enipa bebre aka kire wa abrabomu esan ene ye boni bi a wo mudi ye wo bi no mko hia na ba bi a wo mantumi amen nti obi nso obi ye ne boni o ye no de bi atwia ne ka wo daache and so na say kono ni the best person we ti aboa nipa no afri na mane mu amafo bebre nhira abɔ wɔn esa bɔni bi a wɔn de yɛ obi ahyɛse ne nti ekodum pɛmpɛnso bi a na so mo bɛn sɛ nipa no na sɛ nipa no hu wɔn mɔbɔ nyame fa wɔn so na wɔboa no na yɛ den de ama no to obi biara obehia ne biara no bɔmɔden asa obɛda suba papa di de akyerɛ no sanse wiase abrabɔ na yɛ bɔ no onim obi obɛhwɛ obi ɛwɔ asase so and no pen crash as my idea man no live on CTV Ghana's #1 television my Ghana KOSUO and Jumadin you go so ya de bremo and anopay my yakoni yakwa weather report no yam family wan anopay ne hwesenia weather no ebesia ebeye e de amaye and anopay na and say you no doc insuo no guso a ya na pete nkakra akra ni insuo no pete nkakra akra sa de a na me no mienu no ese dan ho so sa because in the month na yesim no if this February next month ni nyina nsuo no bekoso aye den apete and nsuo no bekoso ato na one funny thing is first ni say nsuo no etwa bo say tu gidigidi na ka thunderstorm apra na mu but na ye hu ne sa enti de be hu say yes nsuo no etwa ebetimi ato be 1 or 2 hours Dim, but I never tell about conform no nsuo no wura form pa na nsuo no wura form bibi asesa yes ye nante ye kura asesa enti de etia ne say ye di ye huni e won potem awodo no adano nsuo toy no me du ba bi na me wura ho na me say OMAN Ghana pani amafo stores mu nsuo na ko wuram amafo fie nsuo na ko wuram but when very well say one na wote no one gasa won ne ye no what degree assassin what say assassin no and it's what say assassin nsuo to a ekwan bi asere be ha wadwen adenti na won prevent and say nsuo na ba yes you can nsuo na ba san ye to so na mo ana
it's unfortunate as a people no say at this time no the bia no for 67 years
yes nsuo
de bia nsuo fani pa
it's
unfortunate and then unfortunately no this is the time cry you to your home guy 70 and but this is even the time one sir flooding near the worse
yes
in our system
and baby adro no kan ke bedu baby kranka you know not move in come hu hia bio like a scaro ya sanso de aboa oman na de ahye baby foforo but it's some me no suba tantan ne ye nsem patent no da bi anya adwuma dem no ema not move for meto da bi relief items so munya no kura no omonsan kan because me no ne ye born ne de ababa ma me say esi so kwasire bi kura enfa ma
bi e be de ne de amount
enti yes say
exactly
important futuo ba kwa ye de a drivers no so say eh na so mo na baby abepo ewo ne yade na omomode say car no fog light no ehia so car fog light ni mu a momode so beto bi a wode be hye so so na so kwa na so hu say ebo na sia obi a hu anim wiper anya adwuma but the fog light I na ehyen enti anu no betimi a kire okwan emu afa so say be ya yenkofa kwanhia biara emma san say no take anim no okono a breadwinner e de man family enti no say wan hweye na akohwere ne nkwan na so man hwere ne nkwan abusua no etwa adwado a omu twa e de bootire so ha car tires enya me sure so be say car tires no man you wage say na me car ni dwane me car di brakes ne ka obi ko speed I say the sini ho very bad Odehyeeba obi speed we okon enya sam
kete o speed say dey
o speed say dey tini ho yes but speed no so okwa e so okọ do limit bi a obetimi control see no in case of emergency
how ho say aye ka say DVLA e the sanctions e the aba and this is no se okuta ehyen na yes obey obi bia trokan basa te say the Kofi K I said yes be utini ho bia and the police so mu na say DVLA pedifone be so mu a na say wo sika botiri bia wo betua fine e ba
eye pa obi on ma obi traffic indicator na no ye fa ho so that is o show ya no yi afa ho inse so be ma wo ma ne kwan no onye no yi afa ho oh it when na ya futuo nkakra kra e se ye de ma ye ho dog ma ye twe wo mra ne ye ba ye fa kan pen ye fa mra ye Ghana for ene anopay
okay Alright, ebusia mame na wase BM say Ogusua ne yetena e was CTV Ghana's #1 television so na pay oh my Ghana NKOSUO dwumedie no na ye Ogusua yesi nkonwa ye de bro menimia Kofi Essuman na ye di dwumedie hu tintiman ne ade a but can pay and then ebusia ye share a very broni be can say topical issue. In fact, sa nkomodie be no ye nkomobia akoso over the time fear bebre na sa nkomodie akoso a but kamia ye say ye sheda into ho anamo said ye was ye to as a mind and as policy makers and as say mpenifo a di ye nimu a ehwe say ye betoto o man no said the be o man no ebe ko nanim etumpon e wakwane ase nyina so. And before anything no maminchia the honorable member for Shai Osudoku, our son, so yeah, the regional minister for Greater Accra, which Accra Pumpuni Mantem Hasi. Honorable, Michelle Anope, you say you do a cheaper, you follow, you are doing you are doing well. Obo home modeling, when you're singing also. But Sam Komowi, the reason why I'm especially me chia is because you say you try to jina bibi so. This is not to attack you. No, we are not interested in that. And no ni ejuma ye de wa. But to as it were no, you try to jina nsemfo baako anami no bi so. Na ene kanope no ye hwe lightning, street lightning. Menka ne sa say ye kwantimpon so no. Said ye su eye sum anodding and say ye toswa ye ni as a people ye toswa ye ya de say emfaye ho na de bia no the ordinary person no timamuni no a and them ken for those of us who still use postpaid ni de kekeka ho na o bill ne ba you see it on it say ya charge for street lights. Yeah. And more hear me no bedi ho dance here. Say especially for those of us now you use postpaid ni meters ni the kekeka ho no. You see it. And I'm sure crowds will say even with the new technology now on the smart meters ni the kekeka ho no crowd no. The build up no so be you receipt crowd na yeah you see it say street light. Ya factor in the cost build up no. Say the man ye nyina no ye titi ye modrum kakra say ye dey to street light ana ye dey fix street lights say the be ye kwantimpon no so no emu be kan ye be da ho na naju de suom kra no wakodi udwuma bi wakọ adwuma bi ana wakọ ye bibi wokọ ba bi na afi na wo ba fi a na che say you are sure they say first of all unya robbery attack say bia wokọ na obi free ba bi e be si kwan ni mu say wo attack wa na bibi sa no na eno aboa ma wetimi asolve ebiem se bia kwantimpon no so no yi potholes ni ade bia wa hu no light nkra o car ne light nkra ntimi ambo am wa hu street light no timi e guide o I mean e boa wo bibia mu especially when you're on the road but yeah ken and the reason why me ball minister ni din ana me de no me ball ni din de ka 7 ne say ebusia en na wo hu osu this is achimota we achimota o ebusia Achimota Forest kwantimpon so no na uhunu wo screen ni si na you can just imagine say sa place nso ye bia ya attacking for pass severally if you but ya no bi afre ene ya gimi sei ene ya wo mi sei ene sei ya na ekwa ebusia na uhunu wo screen so no Achimota Forest kwantimpon so esusu no esene anodin pa and so enkomodie ni say Regional Minister ye bolding na oni e betwetwem komo o assure ye say o the 50 days in 50 days you know you are going to fix virtually all the street lights in Greater Accra and komodi of the buy no and ye na ye bo wachi dom personally on your sister media house Class FM ni Accra FM ye nyina ye 2JH journalists ye bo abaso say when yasa even Opepan said this is what you want to do in the first 50 days of your reign. Now Kamia ye say 50 days na twem. Yes, after 50 days we be accounted to the us Ghana for say say na waiting me here. In fact, at that time, 50th day in office, you know, I mean, if I know lights in street lights in Komodina, the end, oh my say, wait me, I fix it close to about 173 or so. What fix it lights, you know, any day keke kahunina. But still, honorable, still, the one you. And I'm wondering, indeed, Minka so say, ye nam krom so baby be anana street light ni no. Ye fa ho no obedi wo nkomo wie no, ye sie kire kohwe. No kre na wa fix it lights ni bi ni ade. And so, for example, when you use the airport stretch no, utimi mu say wa fix it, why dia obetimi aye. But see ano, honorable, there's more to be done. And come here say wa county wie no. Our fix 107 in excess of 173 near the day no. As a common esi street light in common huni primacy brebim. And to we no an opportunity say ye chiwa june jinaso. And yes say ye ni sound. And it so ye chiwa june esi so say the street light conversation it has to be back. El say wadaroma ultimate de ba na bibibia and so eko ye edemaye because like I said, the ordinary person, enka street light wo kromwa, enka obi nam kwan ho krana obi ye ni bibi krana. Somebody obi betimi akọ to the person's aid say oh boa no na bonibia ento no. But here's a case say esum no krano wo kwakwa boni pakro you don't even know say obi fie kire ofi himfa ofi wuremu na bibi sakra na eba ono so aba attack. Ti anakọ ebo achibidi. So sometimes we need to pa e bia o okay mu. Now we'll drive it. Probably we are safe. Now we will be attack will be quiet. But we assume. Enti Ukraine unya pepani senka ube jina na waboa. Na sa nipa krono we save life ana bibi sa no Ukraine na usuro se esum ni mu no unnim de ono so ahihye efie kire ede ba e bi obetimi ede abe hawo ne ade ya reporter ye bo akire se ye ne be kasa enra na okudi se adwuma we a ode ba enti honorable ye boldin na aka asem aha ye boldin na e de aka asem say yesre wa revisit but your reporter aba line so ye ne Samuel Adu your reporter entwetwem komo ne yembusa no say e de na okohuni poten same me mo cha no pay
nini ameje usu
na bibia boko de
kedi ampon kwame adaroma na mo mpa ebo me hoye
na moni adwuma nso
medase
na enkomo yi street light nsem minia de na ekọ ukọ ye de na hu important
so Desmond say say na ye nyina ye nimu no eba no street light nsem wo Ghana hanoma ayade ha adwene papa most especially the capital city no ha adwene ye na ade ba ko na musoma ye kokọ di se adwumedie ye enra ekohwe eye Achimota forest wonmo no say ye bekaya from last year ho ba nyina no na chese amanfo bebre na enomo ho ekadwemu ewo honomo ene ukofa honomo a na ya snatch your bag ye be snatch your mobile phone ya attack with nice anje ohunnyoma na chese nebeka esua ni nyina ne se honomo eye se esumu se kebi adesa ohun wenimu mpo even o ye car krampo na se wonam na se o light no nye din a na je se anhwe nyame ampata pavement no e na okokofo ana se ube vie from your side to other side no na e de akwanchia e na eba enti ye kokohwe se na arm robbery attacks e koso e wo hono no senia ye mame eye honorable minister eye Linda Okulu e share the first speech I will make it say Obano obe make sure say Accra pa ebeye de ade the city of light just ni nyina ye greater Accra street light ani nyina dundum na ebi so etumi so say bubu a wo na mokra wo hwe no oba be make sure say ni nyina be gina so say kirebe traffic light ni nyina be gina so say kirebe enti o ka sa asem no de ye nyina de emaye bonsemo ma no na ye nyina ye ni muzo say Achimota say we yifimu a enye ye enti no na je say Achimota forest we be kwakofе say ma mi kan ye send and crofo no dem na a police for so make complaints wo ho no say attacks ho bon crofo kokko say wonam ho no you very careful no ye be hwe se mami etwa neni akwakohwe Achimota forest kwan no say wetumi aye bibi ama aye street light na gina so na so this one ye kokko di wono mo say na mfoni no e kire no sa pepe na ete street light esum sa kebi they said that same crampo and so to turn out whether and said that you create a crampo you could do on the my jai and then I just say Sunni Muna never cried the one Namuka no crampo no or to saw folk light to crank out who came that's a street light Nina and Juma and to copy more attacks and still a coso one police for beginner cran and so be that one say police in your beginner copy nine. Police for him will come on also. And you don't know police for him to me and sign or be uncle Jina Odehyeeba and I said throughout 24/7 in a to me. And to Omoba no more na conform so aba. That is almost so aba duty. Police for no is only police for no run a shift. I conform a police for new year, Omunya Koya na conform so aba. No more be here on the duties for one and amount for the one man. And to me a best right. Say honorable minister TN Kapa Ombomodia na Achimota forest one no attacks no eguso ekoso
Sami enche meja but before we kono yenya ntie so se anamo a penifo ni abamu penifo etuo se wo mbe restore street light ni ade no kakra ne kra ya ye kra nso ye omotimi aye wie no amanfo si kire kotwitwa cables no kra be na wom
Desmond, I know the no correct a hard green papa, a hard journey, even a greater crown, or call other areas, so call baby to say Kumasi, or call baby to say Kaswa crown put the Yamudi, and not the Okan crown, not to say your con, Obecono, not poor no edda from Obe say a be a cabin boom, and I be a bibisa aba. Now so sena okwabrane pa na bomodin elusu dia to form no ma twetwe cables no ma twetwe afim de bi wo ho so aye wo some outer hole bi wo ho ahonomo na say repairs work bi abekọ so say bi electrical port ni bi a ahonom bekọ screw no ma ye obekọ no normal screw ho na efi honom na wires no o ma twetwe dia film o ma twetwe wires ni nyina de film na o mo de ekọ enti no meka say eya na akronfo so eka ho bi omunya ye ya no masie kire no mo so mo kwakotwe wires no e di efimu enti no ne ebesere ni nyina ne say omoma security enye very tight na patrol teams enye very tight on our rules
okay menia sami me da wase ene me maumoni adwuma so e wo dia report ya wotimi dia bre
me da wase
all right tebusia Samuel Ado ye central regional correspondent ena Oba kakra Oba ne nimu to Greater Accra because you be a how you be a house street light in semono ebusia enye easy TV nka me kra me pa me ho akire wo a I am a victim che say kobrani attack me an area ordinarily na street light is ho better so na ya attack me nti se me yimi nsa ho kire wo a TV so enye sanka enka me yi kire mo what I say nti no ya de hia me some of these things ya na me passionate about nye de bia na ye ka NDC MPP sometimes it doesn't matter enu nhare hia when people are getting attacked no sebi attack is no mo bom busa so ye NDC na ye MPP ni o there be that is not the conversation or bejo or so mu wa yire wa ji ohuniama dia wa brenya no but in all of these things nso no o brenyina nso no what you was said here as a person, as a citizen of the nation, by paying your taxes, paying your lights or light bills about ya, and then no one come with DNA say. I then I'm going share bills in a so. Would share bills in a street light, mobile kita for now after we are now and say a bomb once. My idea. Now ye near beer or one human swa or your victim say. Wakudi asenseme was a situation mu a street light in senseme komodie ya o wa homa ne so a ye ne etwetwe nko me mo acha no pay
mejo so
na bibia boko de
na me adom boko
menya ne tie se fra okwaku manu
paso
untwa sini de
Daddy, me cousin.
Okay. Kweku minim se anopedie owrebe ho sanse wadie mia fire fam e de ne si ya enne ye ne wudi nkomo radio so se street light in semsemi TV so se street light in semsemi
Many ameda wase mitia wahefo and watiefo.
Okay.
Sa street light mo sama mo ya pa mo ya story me me no ka say ato me nyese etu obi na me de mani hu yo eto me hankasa ewo achimota forest so na me ade a ya me ya ba kokura me de hu ya on say obi sara na ba to na ode benati aba overhead na so on obi run about obi na police for agent na ho ye baby a ehu pa light so baby e ho stick light to ho baby anka udru ho asanye ho hu no enka was a police for be 3 or 4 no can you kwase o mu nyina run about obo hu no moto ni gina ho no mu gina ho on so mbeke to o mu hu na nka edo ma gina no omonye na me drew ho me free cab na me barber fan obi family left it was see more roundabout wo it me nante ba ni mo hota me barber fa car na me dia ba la pass woni amen nante akwa ni kakra na de me kwachi ka bo me kwachi ahwe lolo kwa na nchen ho ofa so benti uto bo meje te wonji na ho oni a woni papa machi wa mama nim sei en oye dai oye te fa ofu mame ebi kura de omutumi ko mo so wo mani papu ne bra wan fa mo bo se ka me je ande ka so me bisa me kwa bo me kwachi na me to ho no kwanya me anim ni fu na no mo pe se me ka so omo do omo nsa hye ni botom eyi se kambo omo ji phone me till ni pandu ni omo we ya so no mato enu ra nim then you are better than why day what is do enti street light ya hona die o be through what happen o put light do baby na police force you know and so omo to
I see
enti so frame ya no pay me ye to me no nyame nko mo bo me ko chi ma me hwe fom 3 weeks na me ntumi si adwuma
na sese no wonya hospital bi akoma ya hwe bibia de dadin
me pato han
okay
machine ma ko hospital ya hwe
na sa bre no na police fo no ewo sa 18 ni mu ho ana no mu ko
me pato mu gina ho mu police fo be ya 5 ho mu gina run about pa udru wa mu so mu ka bi ya so mo chiri jo mbachi ba so mo beto to no mo gina se bi ho no ehonye me ankasa madam fu bi oba
okay
ono so nyame nkumwa na wono no e dia wo ye ne se akwa no tete na wo bie le car no o pese wo bie ano so ka kire me pese wo bie le car no wo tam ne bag no on se man so do mu nya kokudu nti o hwe driving me no hu sa kwa ni bie na wo so tata wo loko kan na driving ni no wo gas wo loko ni na nti hu se wo bie na oba ye mo ya wana mu la police so or posi from no one kasa follow no to no fi say bia ma me no sheda no de ko na chi de bon but no nim the ma me kwa ye na chi na what yes
yeah
so into your honor there and that's all na mo ye na there mon ko na okay papa ko ya ji wo mo ka ko mo ma ye ko mo papa
I see. All right. Gwegumenu yeda se woto ni atwetwe nkoma share wo experience no with us very bad. Abusia nkoma yatwetwe no entowa na abia be kan se bia we de kasa kwa eni de keke ka ho anti no yebe da wase se woni yatwetwe nkoma. Gwegumenu ye bompa ye se wapomuden so ebeko kama said the abo minim no akire de ebusia betimi afre was 0302771593 0302771593 number betimi afre na onso oni edi nkomo efa sa asem we ho na afei yeso yetie wo experience bi enso a ebusia you can share friend now ni and share said the beya but ni nyina mu no aye ka no me twen wo call you say wo be friend now so ni edi nkomo eye timamfo no so ye problem yen ka no kore nkire ye ho na bibia ndadin den so ni ye be fix light no na kwabrani esi ekire kwa kutwitwa cables for what ye bibia anyway good morning me ma cha no pay
Good morning.
Pacho bodin baby o kase free.
The payment Samuel Salasani.
Okay, Pacho kase free.
Kase free sawem.
Yo, Pacho yeti yo.
Oh, ye share nyama e kosu yo OMAN mu a. Akwese ye ni obambo dia wo OMAN. Oga na ye share we ni age ni sika. No ye tun nkofo no so a enke na ye yi wo. Ye yi wo mo to prison. Me ni ti ankofo bi a mo abokro no mo bokro. Ye ti OMAN do afini ase yi wo. Media can nya kwa kan na die ti say military rule. TFS roll chi akonko na obo muti yo nu. Oku mo na ka me say sa dey happy you. Because akwa mo so fi. Amu so police, amu so we because ti o ma obo court be wa na na sa fa na ejam no sa ni na. E na ma akọ no ko so. Ti e ti o na ti ku mo a anka ye pa go and kill anka police wa ka mo ma police for order go and kill mo. Amu shan go ko na pim na abo muti yo na eku mo. Eno no me say anka erema ko no na no be blast.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Say also the waju nchire Odehyeeba but empempen so e wo mu de sa ye chu sa mob justice ni sa instant justice ni ade ni de ni ye books mu ti ye besere mbrano no ye nyina na ya giatum say ye the democracy and e be ye adwuma. Hello, good morning body ni baby o kase free. Ebacho good morning body ni baby o kase free.
Me kase free Temanu town.
What your friend say?
Ram better sami.
Yo, yeti o senior.
Bibi e hia mi pa wo circle we wo railways ho. Si bibi o mo asisi o mu edan nu abden railways na oba ene be mamu na o mo ayi o mu nufu no se we ba na o mo me ekrani me mama kakra
we moga ni ameshele wi na me mo behi dika ye no kono kemba no aba he ode aba jugo ono aba yibo fu aba chuo kakra yo na ka renwe ageme je ni tawoni govete akwe because call ni bi ni ya no ageme aba kakasi no ko beni yo ma mi ni ma abumahi ojugban ti post we man si du work at the DVLA me bu police for here. Okay.
Well, can one na me when you type.
Okay.
Ni assure me fair ageme. Na ka tue na mamo ka beke we say fair. Se na kumbo fair ageme.
Okay. You are done.
Yo.
You are done. Wonderful she. E da wase se unso de wadwe nkire Odehyeeba. Ebusia unso betimi afre 0302771593. Good morning me machi. Bodini baby o kase free. Oh, when to me engineer line so 0302771593 any line I'll be to me a friend now so only atwetwe nkomo FDA so good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Pacho bodin baby o kase free.
Pacho we boss secret.
Okay, yeti o.
Hello.
Hello sir. Oh. Oni anentime engineer so Enti ebusia 0302771593 if abe 3 more calls na fi bibia aba ewiye ewo Kanopen ewo CTV OMAN Ghana NKOSUO dwumedie so enana pay. Hello, good morning. Body ni baby o kase free. But also we are there. Oh, okay. Obeba. Why? Okay, all right. Also good morning. Bodini baby or kase free.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir. Bodini baby or kase free.
Yeah, make a safe barrier.
Okay. Never say.
Now your friend Brakofi.
Yo, Brakofi, it's you.
Yeah, barrier near your concern be by acid bread quite no. Now, they be 6:30 be omudum light. They be 6:30 be omudum light.
Barrier, the end now can
barrier, Kaswa barrier from Tetebu to barrier.
Okay.
Yeah, red quite. They be 6:30 omudum like 3 days me, and 3 days ago omudum no. And that's meaning still message no.
Okay.
Maybe why cost why yet here more. No can say.
Okay.
So that we can go for a point to my crowd breast straight. No, I better light off you. Or better 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11. It's serious.
It's serious. Yate. Any MC, you know. You have pen penny for. You have pen penny for. Honorable Felix Lamty, and I am MC, Saquan or Honina, no, and a share honum, and the honorable member for Jerry. Yeah. Okay. All right. You better now you know Medins. I was so near the NKOSUO Huntia. He said you're walking. And me and Kasamaya aware because the people call us from that side say, "Ano pebiano ya na mo light no." Hello, good morning. Bodi ni baby okase free.
Hello, good morning. Because of security reasons, the person boom di.
Yo, bibi ntu beto okay, yate. Ko asem so.
But well, that cable say o mu twaro. There is a company in a Wondoso area.
Okay.
That almost just how cables no echo. Police force patrol home, but I don't know. Didn't see our multimeter sound of one. Opposite Kasajam.
Okay.
I don't know how much is no echo. I think the police force.
Okay. Only maybe me very good information now. They my no. You so. A good so say one more. Only producer in Kasa Wechiri. Na yendi sawoso why yen nyina o se yeboa na oman no ekonanim enti wodi nkomo ya ba de yeni so you want to help you na yen so yemboa ye ho na nkomodie no Ghana entumpo enti woni producer ndi nkomo we chire why okay enti producer be hwe na no wadi nkomo na ahwe eboa betimi na wodi aboa in coming to unravel some of this because ye sika ye tax and ye did this adwuma we nyina anti no say individual be some small group of people be nyansakrono bi ni ade be ba ne say minister A2 anamon pese obe fix street light na usu esieche na okutwitwa de I don't think say was say ye encourage this ade no. Hello, good morning body baby okase free. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Pacho make a grade estate.
Yo.
Pacho be been to me mbomidi.
Okay, yo.
Achimota won. Kings be run about to one. And some NKOSUO hono from Monday to every Friday. Say see a Mrs. Biti want me nim was and me to grade estate.
Okay.
Say see a see Aduma inti omu ye into omu the call Eastern region ho baby. And yes and popo we cocaine shusha yo red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. General line so na ni producer ankasa. Why? Only a producer ankasa we chire. Eni nyina ebe boa. Ghana be ye. Oh my Ghana. Ye be boa. Ema bibia tumpon. Emfa ho ne de owo tumi. Obia na why wadwene se obe ye adwuma de aboa oman no ama oman na kɔ nanim no. As journalists, as media people no, ya said yes ye boa. Na sa na mo no. Ye tuo na nyina no ye ho toye wo krom ha because ene ye ken se obi a ho to no a o ho na ekose sum se okobo kwakumenu epanchi agene bibi ana efu amansa akwa attack na wo ne bibi se ogene mobile phone ye at the end of the day no in fact so ben pa na wo so a ubenya nti abusia we ene ade a ye hwe anim se as a station, as a media house, as a program or my Ghana NKOSUO dumedi no we ene ye hwe anim se ye nyina na ye beboa ye de yentima bebo yentima no ne ahwena bibi aye enti regional minister yesro ya bodi na aka asem omo agent say de bia no pa no metete radio stations ni TV stations na ye bo pani bi dia na ya kan say no koka ne sa kire no aha kan said ya kan o TV ne so no ta kire the honorable member say yesre no a eni nkomodi ode ba ye nyina body chi dom ye gitu mu se e ade obetimi aye sempo finance e bia sika semo e de beto street light na she should let us know oma ye hunu on free media for no man ntia say this is the problem, this is the challenge. After all, street lights no eye cost adia ye tua e wo electricity so e wo kurum ha enti se opani na nya pepa enya envision se obeboa ma bibia akoyi a ye kan e obi adwuma se e wo so hwe na all the time no street ye kwantempo no so nyina no eno so be kan ye so light ni nyina be so me kan bosum bia obedro from the from aban e betua nika osore a wo se okọ adwuma okosi ho a wo so ye coordinator for street light ana bibi wa post kese de ato ne ho so enso obone tro kansa e wo ye maame ana the honorable Linda Oklu Wadaroma yesre se ubetimi aye enya ade eboro so kura ima ubanyo fe kura wole akese ubanyo fe ni hiyo akeshi President Mahama a believer a confidence yomi no ani a chabu. In fact we hear members of parliament ni who member a sitting member of parliament and they are boni din so a regional minister apart from regional ministers ni na wo na wo ye a sitting member of Shai Osudoku constituency I will sign the regional minister and I say there's something na mampeni hu owu enti ye nyina ye supporto ya kan say no uye ni ye a ye ba be ka e kire ye sore na street light no nkomodie no tumpa konanima wo come and applaud you to say ya wo ye first one no utimi ebedi ekodi nkomo che say why in excess of about 173 no ye ba ha be ball waba so and today mi gina ha asa ball waba so bi but there's more to be done and no nkomodie ani nkuranhye ne ye de hye wo say ima obanyo fe honorable champion jibo obanyo fe wo like show obanyo fe ni Mr. President John Dramani Mahama e confidence yo me e wo fa ne chunuchumo koni mi shaba maami yesrew Wadaroma bo adwuma no na anigye mra krom na krom enye late se de broni be ka no eme yenam abonten so a yenya opepa ne arehemu ne se de ayeye bia no I mean there's some safety, there's some yi any de keke ka ho a ya na montuo ni enkomodie ni bibia ye bia no ewo Accra Pumpuni mantem ha no bibia no ebeko ye dia ma ntemi da mase se mo ne yen atena enti ye betwa ye ho na ye ba afi dwumedie no de aka bia no so ye de ato aso e dia ma meeting Dr. Desmond Kofi Annan.
Francis Odro World Outreach Ministry akawo ho biom the School of Ministry anyame enam Apostle Francis Odro so nyame adon wo so ana wo da eso ene yisremu kire se nyame aton sa fraw amanyame adwuma ana mpo se wo nyame sumu dada nanso unim adom kura ewa wo so ane na akwanya beda ho ma wo se woni the School of Ministry ebesua de enti wo ba kire wo no wo feeder School of Ministry Bemau a boarding credibility say international certificate in ministry and international diploma in ministry.
Start the training now.
Hello, hardworking traders of Ghana. I've got terrific news for you. If you have goods to sell in a store, shop, market, or online, call Beautiful Betty or Handsome Kojo Asari on 0245 929 220. That's 0245 929 220, and we will help you sell faster to more customers. Customer. See and hear the adverts on CTV, Ghana's #1, and buy at good prices. CTV and all our radio networks across Ghana is helping traders connect to customers here, there, and everywhere. To sell your goods to more customers, call Beautiful Betty or Handsome Kojo on 0245 929 220. That's 0245 929 220. Class Media Group. We help traders sell to more customers.
Hallelujah. Order for meeting at the Evangelist Pemuka from 7-Day Universal Mercy Center Asafomu. Eye Kasafoni CTV Awoshe Mosoi. Eye Nyamibo Sunday way exactly 12:30 p.m. Ekose exactly 1 o'clock p.m. Yenemo ebeche eye enkwaje asamti from adamfo nefra unya from bibiara wonem no kaise Evangelist Pemuka aba yebeche enkwaje asam. Nyame nhira mo omamunye kese omamunyina mu firi adomu enko adomu. Ye wonya kopon nhira nyina. Amen.
It's party time. I'm watching them there. Ola Bawo. As I introduce to you Safari Zoom Flex live on Ghana's #1. With Zoom Flex, you can join the fun wherever you find yourself via Zoomer. Ella, don't shake the body. God, it's Friday. Of course, time is 10 p.m. Sharp on Ghana's #1 with the man them DJ Last Week Official. We say Ola Bawo.
CTV, Ghana's #1.
Evergreen memories. Wow. We kind those days in front of him. Abraya bafu from na parenting edi omo enkwada eba. Ijina wan kono na me buta me say. Na ebe but anche. We bonded as colleagues at the dining hall, the dormitories, classrooms. It's just said, but the question is, hey, now squad you were here, or like were here, Floozy, and you boys in here, where you stay, you in school, you are buying the coin, you been to coin, you been to university. You have to retire to the villages. We are here to reunite you and ensure that we can help each other. But before that, St. Louis, Ola, Wegehe, Holiko, Preset, and St. Peter's, and Uncle Bishop Herman, and St. Augustine. This is the platform for you. CTV Adaroma, the most program neighbor, family and friends reunion. Join me, Dr. Kofi Annan, on family and friends reunion. It was CTV, Ghana's #1 television. On my Ghana NKOSUO, Jumedieno, Ena Yeguswa, Yadebrewo, Miniminia, Odehyeeba Kofi Essuman, Wajia Kunya, Wakresa, which I say, Croatia Carter Bumu Boswon in Chirimuna. Ye drew swa ye de brew na koswani yentina Facebook my CTVGH ubetimi ahwe na wa comment wa subscribe na fi share link ne maye eni hia pa share the link no aha ena no so ebeboa na bibia nso akoyi ede ama ho ye da wase se ye kan ye odi aye adwuma de bia no o share ede man san so na obetimi nso de comment Edia fire on WhatsApp ni and text message lines and so they about 0242 707574 0242 707574 na oni endi sa wo so ebresem no Kofi
doc
na dia na aba
na the Democrat ne bebre aba e wa ha no
okay
na ye be hyase ne de ye Daily Graphic Democrat no na ye de no ahyase
okay
na Daily Graphic Democrat no na e kasa yi eno na wo ka asemi wo asem na wo ka no ene wo no so akwakofa aba ni ni ya ne se na na matranko yankran ahensem yai ano see ni Adama Lache the second and I said Rotosu wins appeal
ayo
na see ade court orders House of Chiefs or must House of Chiefs say woman hwe na woman fa ni Adama Lache woman fa nem ni din embra register nim
sa
na register no mu di om ni din bebe mu no eno na government office so say no no King Teko True the second
sa
wono na yo he awon kran ha oso he bia ni ha ayono a eno na e wa ha no mo nti endo a wokan we de
yo
se wo man kasa hwe
bobo ba no
na omo ye na de asumdwe ba ye de nkran de bedi pa
yo
e be su ja ya mama me hwe
nkwan eno ni asem no enti no ni se toto na se
eno ano no enti emse krata kase pa eno ana sensem kase pa e wo Daily Graphic mu na no pay no ebi enie afa Ghana's embassy in US ana yese afibia no eka oman no ebo anasika ye lusu amanfo wia efa fraud kronobo aye fanya sakwan so bokro no
okay
aye $4.8 million afibia Honorable Samuel Okuja Trablakwa ene de aba forensic auditor ko omoye no de omde aba no na se sebu akwan bi amanfo fa so mu wia Ghana boy kro no ye embassy na ewo America no
okay
de bia na fibia no e ka ye bo eye $4.8 million ho sem ewo eye Daily Graphic mu ene anopai yeva graphic en fancy adam graphic ene de ode abreye no
okay
ai
the minsaka wo haye the Ghanaian Times said the name no say the most authoritative newspaper na krata nim hana omudiaba a dying creeks or say Glefe Lagoon now refuse dump site fisher folks lose livelihoods near kratafa etos ewo Dumiensa 13 page 13 of the Ghanaian Times newspaper na next batch of MMDCs to be elected President Mahama hints. Okay.
And yeah, me deno. Sasam no.
Good. 440 Ghana cards gathering dust at centers. NIA. And this answer we about page 11 of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. And assembly war. MPP goes to delegate conference July 19 and so page 9 Sana Fire Guts Kolebu Teaching Hospital reference lab nti we ni nsemo aba the Ghanaian Times newspaper nimu uko back page ho a eno so onua you can say both Fido credit target 30,000 drivers for credit solution and so kama and a 42-man Gold Star squad receives historic bonus payout from Bet Pie and also league champions no and they can Kotokoni has how many place Gold Stars for a winning league and they did or Musika Botany at the amount GOC to commemorate Olympic Day on Saturday. And also and the Black Queens assemble in Bensliman for pre-WAFCON camp. And also in Samoa Abba Honum. Obi?
Okay.
And already a idea and in there.
Yeah.
And Yama Kosopa.
And the overseer newspaper, now you have trust and not pay. The overseer newspaper, I can say, Excellency John Dramani, Mama Ghana Man Penny, Nymphony at the front page here. I want the overseer newspaper. When I ask my working, and I say, MMDCs, and MMDAs are Hosono, assemblies are Hodono, and they sika ye de bra assemblies anase MMDCs ne sika ye de bra mo munje enie His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Chimsa Assembly bia no ye bra mo 25 million Ghana cedis every year bia we ye enter na bakwa samda Fourth Republic ipa de we de edikan a assemblies ahodo no ye ma musika so pa na asasika we era His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Chimsa eba botanti a this carry mamu no momo de asem mu de o se be yoyo na mo de be ya de koro no
yes
na se mo afa nye na se mra de so mu de a anu de mo a enti enro ka asem so be declare assets
yes
o mo akwa kopim me 15th of next month wa when declare assets no and that's where you hu adi o
na no kra me ntiasi o Kofi yes see emra ne see ye bolding for the public office no ano immediately no I so declare was ebi omo de enti kura say
ebi ano omo hu omo ho sa
ye bo ebi mu ye bo mu de enya na o
ebi wa no omo hu omo ho sa o cause obi wa no be MC no oni bibia enti ongo declare the shoe
let's say we are dishonest no
enti also ya momo time kakra say 15 for the
emra no ye de adwuma wo kurum ha
enti o de ya say 15 na kura kopa bia by Monday am for
na no die ya ministers of state ye kan ye mampani e share wo mo say wo mo declare mo asset by a certain date na many do ye nkura no na be bi
na asem ne say na wo kan na dey pa na si wo kwan say doc what ye yasi be declare asset ansa de wa bete TV so
yes
okay me wo fie baako
yes
me laptop baako me car baako na wo de ni nyina de akere anu anu no obi anya ohwe bio abere fa bra aye problem aye problem o ya na be so ye so do akwaje amanfo de afrem enti akoba say bia akoba so ye so ba kra no so dan be five
honestly me bold so say e wo say mampeni ni san be ma a certain threshold bi
and wetimi akwakobo ho no aba
what is this
enu kwa hwe me so o mampeni kra bisa obi akra ko bia betimi akon so mo ko horum no o mo orientation ase no enu obi sa obi akobia betimi akon doc do fie ba oni mi o me wo fie
I tell you
what you want to drop at awo
unim cars awo unim dan awo how long would it take you to be declare asset adjumboni unipa be twen ya bolding declare your assets emra ne say you take immediate steps to declare your assets ya bolding free last month was the last 2 months what hwa mampeni some be catch say declare your assets by 15 you can say mampeni crowd he's been very charitable say come immediately
yes donc obi the message bi aba say onim MC also onim the MPB atama da bi omo de be mom car loans some de mom car
loans
by MMDCs omo ni car loans
there be omo abani soccer na ma wo
ba wo kwa wo de bejesi wo
enya wo
MPC de do kwa de beko
MP de so a loan wo bo ne bosia na de ato ne car
o say onim MPB a oya campaign kura no ni car sisi a da V8 mu mbacho ono sa car no o tro car wa wia any pay ni yetete no anti o so a campaign no nam a wa nam form a like you try no de campaign a o wini ye o da ke so say na we DC and MCB na say o campaign no nam form na nei obi MC Rose on V8 mu another ka bi na nyo obi die na otwi anase assembly ni de a onikle na seta obi declare ka ebi obi declare ka ho
na odi bi san komodie kura about declaration of assets kura me feel say is even an asset emra no kura say the omasifa na ade a otwere de kwa yembuye so
yembuye na
auditor general ne kura ni hu kwan say
so obebiye so
ohunu dia wo dia ba and is a sebi penifo manimu a watete paper na
odi asem na odi aba
paper no declaration sheet de kura wadrodro niema wo so a wan twere hwe wo so kura
na odi na obi so the answer aye na ade na ko
article 286 Kofi
yeah
article 286 say a person who holds a public office mentioned in clause 5 of this article shall submit to the Auditor General a written declaration of all property or assets owned by or liabilities owned by him, whether directly or indirectly.
Any another message so by say only declare assets and liabilities and so and you account liabilities on the account. I do declare assets I can't with the other account.
I can't be a medical na ko bobi sia we ADB. And now ko bobi sia Heritage Bank.
Na me de okay.
Eni nyina do
me de okay.
E bia makobo Kofi makobo bi sia Kofi ho be.
And the ne come 2 million. Somebody get 2 million. If you are not buying a home,
and you MMDC for Moon declare assets. It was say within 3 months after coming into force of this constitution or before taking office, as the case may be. And before Kranoa, Mampenia Bow, in fact,
also within 3 months
they be enforced by this constitution.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and Brand check constitution.
Okay.
But you see, who can forward or say, or before taking office.
Okay.
And now about all this service for how declaration as a declaration form, no. And before Granka, you say we so Bible.
Yeah, some members better swap back. Ube winning we are swap in.
What declare that?
No, you are not see better be losing.
Yes,
the overseer na ye de kwakọ wie na ora bo change akona wa hai and o se hwe MPP penifo mo concept na mo yi ho wo we dan a yesi no foundation ye nto ye nu window level na ye boss wa hu bi da sa dan ye ti ase ewuo ebe bu ogumo so
amafo ni nji
ora bo change akọ ebe bu ogumo so eni mo sa suban no nye suban papa
but amafo so ntia sese e proposal ya adwinkyere afi no mo kọ conference
enti wage ne so mo nyintuma na
oh na de na wo bibi tia kọ na conference wona ko push sha agenda
sa de we ya mo koye no so om minim se mpanifo ni nimde e no mo take sa decision
okay
so om anhweye om party ne begija
sir
senti ameka sa asem ne say om say there's going to be fairness and answer free and fair about run be free and fair. Aye dey beto ma wie no obi be ka so bi asisi obi okay ya to aba na wie beto no early January 31st January ne beto aba no next year good
so on ko jitu
am jitu e dey o meto so am to aba na wie na okay dey be ba na say memo presidential ambition na ye de mawa meeting party ebebem bebre
sa
oh
awu edifo a
me see ebebem bebre obetere party na waboaboa grassroots no any polling station executives no waboaboa ma onim say 4 years we ye no ye kwapre enti wa ye you no me kra me popular chain
okay
ebeye bebre
daily guide so the aba daily guide say O24 prepares for Eswatini King's visits ewo ho em say sa ohini we
yes o bagana ha
wari be de wo ho no
yes
yirum be 13 you say 15 no what is Solomon kura
we Solomon of us
sana Edichum joins MPP flag bearer race and one declare in
Eguso ba ma wo say you so ba yes Patrick Boama honorable
yes
ono so ba
Kanko Central
oba hwe amafo bebre yi omuti nti e ho no yakoto abana enipa ba ku bi a wo mu fu se ono a na be kɔ no wo do mu twoma na bu de besi
okay
yeah enti so mo twɛn na grassroots no omo build a solid foundation omo wi a no omo si dan se su wi a no mo kuru so eno ano no
Ofurata fails to halt OSP wanted declaration no so wo ho eno na court ekɔ asetena ena wono mu ekere mo adwene se human rights court ekere se the former minister
finance minister
na asem no de ba na sebi nyina so obi anim
na said dogs asem we kura da ekokoto ya na nim se ebebo agu isa so onye nipa nchi obi a
sao
onye nipa nchi obi a waba be som oman no ana okoye no office wa wote no dog otu ya sisi a wasore akɔhye ebia makeup room horom ana phone so da ha yehu yes we de ye adwuma de ya dog bra na ye hwese phone wo ho a ana behebe bia phone so na kura wo be kire bia de toye wo se be ma o ma de a ana eye TV director say any we declare wanted wo se be de kokko ton access we declare wanted
na me de be ba
ani ebre why say
MMDAs grab 25 million Ghana cedis for development, and also manhunt for 4 Ghanaians over international fraud, and also in some aba the daily guide kratano and nim Naminia flag bearer ship Jenny say because you say no, you can kind say nipa be 6 say you.
E bi kura beba be ka ho.
Sir.
E bi beba be ka ho. Now ka say em say the year 2007. NPP omo flag bearership race no nipa 17 e contest.
Yes.
So okay.
Yes, make I pa.
E nipa 17 e contest.
And ma omo call conference kokko she mra say bro a certain threshold wa.
Yes.
You bet so. You bet call delegate conference na yakwa kote so na fe super delegate for no
baby ayadure no baby ayadure no enipa bebre betwe omuti na eden so asisie bebem ya ayadan asisie bebem
o mpaye no no an
anya me mpaye no no ye nipa mo adwuma na ye no 2020 dia wo mo ko ye na wo mo ko yi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo mo ko yi na wo de ba 2024 no Sama for bebrebu fuye. Omufu na say wo mampene ku for do asisi omo. Say this wa som kete de Bawumia aba be som kon.
Okay.
Ni nyina ka no nya 38 no.
There be we nya 38.
Odo nya sen.
Obi.
Ni nyina ka no nya 38.
We nya 41.
Okay.
Electoral commission so nya 41.
Na electoral commission no timi mu figure nya ngasa de bai. Yo. Ento de ni nyina ka no nya 41 no. Sa 41 na wo nya ye no. Na bi mu di yawo.
Okay.
Because a kwan mo fa so mo di ne call ye no. E na kere Japan ko ka say, "Mama will show down." O man pene ku for Mama will show down. Show down e ba so.
E di show down komo di ba ye no.
Enti 2024 ya ye wo mi ya ye ko 2025 January mu.
Yes.
Show down e bi be si.
I see. Na ku
akobasa Ken camp yesisi na on ti ase. Na ala obesa akode e. Ana on the
wala dey say no hwe say ni movement say be party. Sana nkomodie no say
na. Okay, say dem crop for the bonga say be ya no.
Say solo ba.
Solo ba. Say dey na party movement. Okay. Kennedy akobasa ye da maba omi a on ti ase. Ne crop for crowd the supporters crowd ti ase. O metreti aba omi ankro ba omi.
Sa.
Yes. Ana ba omi aso crop for say akobasa ye da ma Kennedy a. Wo mo so mo yeren, wo mo ti ase, wo mo so metreti ya. Now Orabo Achejako ono so boboba ne nkrofo ho ento ono so ne nkrofo no ekoba se ye de ama oma mienu mbo mudi ni ba ko a wo mo so nte ase Dr. Brian Champon wono so ba ne nkrofo ho
na nkomo wo so nte ase na se
ko me see ni pa mo adwuma ne ye no doctor say you odutwum bo so MP ko be school California America California no schools be 3 e wo ho na se krokoje award ona no former education minister no.
Yes.
Doctor say you do tum. Papa no waben kakra. Waben pa. Yes, obi Ghana ni wetin ko be school abrochire de. Wanko ba bia say California American de. Waben kakra. Yes, ya bona baso. Ena so ba enso no, educational system na breso no. Asa ni o ma peja kakra.
No credit. Beautiful reforms by pa.
Ono so ba. Doctor so bo.
Sir.
Ora patre ya bo ama amanfo akeka so oba no ono so ba afoforo bi so be yi omuti aba ehwo ne yesem no ehwo ne yesem no edi ora Canada Japan ka asem bi se em say last week or say this week mu ba ka say party no ehia enkabom sa this unity we emwa party no
okay
opa mom ko flag bearers si a na sa de na so wo Oma nya obi a oye unifier a obetimi aka o mabo mu pa grassroots polling station executives epen asem o ba dia ma party no e ba center mom ko thank you to no mo ko ye no constituency executives no adom go shia won constituency chairman for no go shia won but polling station executives no de o ma fi won et no mo bu ofu na bebre bu ofu Bebrebu afu enti no me de me ndra me kan ye me say NPP wo mo nkoro mo mra bi o mo de sai susu ye ne bae no mo nkotwe ho na mo san so mra bi
well yen hwe ni say de ba ko say e wo Legon ye ken July July 19th e ko no enti ye be hwe de adwumedie no e be ka ko wie wo ho eye Legon omo park ne so ho na dwumedie no ebeko yenyina ebeko na yakwa na yahwede a
na ye dia dance
ne ene nhihye ya ebefiri ho enom de aba na Kofi ye kan say no DVLA for nso de krata de aba se yemboa as a media house na yemfa to adasan nyina enimu ewo ho
enti we ye sport fan anasa den anasa ko DVLA officer ana sa charges we
no ye sport
enti DVLA for no magina kwa so
ai
enti hu a
no magina kwa so kwa se police for MTTD for no beji
MTTD for no beji ma DVLA for me feel sa kwa kwache
but ye hwele krata yi we press release ya omode aba na ye hwe se ye mboboso or say mandatory notice of transfer of ownership in mining and construction equipment etifisem no or say the driver and vehicle licensing authority DVLA wishes to inform all dealers and owners of mining and construction equipment that it is mandatory to notify the authority of a change in ownership of such equipment within 14 days after sale, as per Regulation 71 of the Road Traffic Regulation 2012 LI 2180. The authority wishes further to inform dealers and owners that failure to comply with this requirement can result in legal implication with its attendant consequences. In light of this, and having taken steps to register these equipment in the name of dealers and importers at the various ports of entry, DVLA advises all dealers and owners of mining and construction equipment to ensure that transfer of ownership is effected immediately after sale. DVLA wishes to indicate that it will be enforcing this regulation strictly, and any dealer or owner who fails to comply would face the full rigors of the law. All dealers and owners of mining and construction equipment are therefore encouraged to visit the nearest DVLA office to facilitate the transfer of ownership of these equipment. The public is assured of the authorities' commitment to providing efficient and effective services in this regard, issued by management. I say DVLA, your safety are concerned. Kofi, and to DVLA, one more press release ya Odehyeeba, say yambo na yambo hu de uruna Ghana man nyina ne onomo a omudili in sa mfidia kese no
excavators ni ade
ka ho sa
na we no doc na se botaya wo mo de ya ade we na ne sei
se wonomo ensusue mu no omo pese omo boa na kebo galamsey
illegal mining nti ye kwaye chenyofo na ship na ana transfer ni be hu se ye udim na wo
sa
okay
na no bibia ni a nti se omo de omo track no mu hu se osimasi Kofi din na wo so na se ye ku hu afidie ni se si wure mu be bia na
se ye wo de ya
sa
na wo de ya sa de no na we no ye so se amanfo bebre de omo din na be ye de
na on fa odin ya de odin no so betra odin din be ye bia so wo problem dania ye so ni boni mu dania odin ni pedin na be ye
okay
ti so ni mu a baby o no timi nya sika no etimi kokoto za machine no obeda na di obeda na di nsusu a wo hwe nipa no a ne tibia na se saa na betimi aye so dia oba ko kire
I see engineer is already excavators no any mining equipment and baby one ma san krata akora ni hu
sa
so the wirem
sa
na ho no police ni yeda akwache no ade ni si wirem police ni yeda no akwache no
be some more tax force
wo ho
Forestry Commission for Airboa, the ministry itself, Ministry for Lands and Natural Resources, Airboa, Musu Dijuma, any tax forces here, Omuko, Murani Muni, the Keke, Honko, Hesse, Galamsey, Nebebranas, and Womuna, Tomko Kuhu machine, be an say, Oma G chassis number, need the Keke Kahon of the machine.
Verify.
No, verify. Ati say nti no ni nyina no ye kwani a ye fa so a ye de be boana
illegal mining activities na no be brass
nyina no ebe brass
very important
very important very important
step in the right direction
nti ye bo omaba so se omo so enya saa
yes
adwini we say onom so ebo aban na chi dom say the fight against
new DVLA boss no me hwe na nyuma it's early days yet there but Meka so ye adwuma. Meka so ye.
Equal quality.
Yes. Me hwe dem modern boa.
Okay.
So far. And to say omo ana omo tie akunwa mu na on sore nko ba bia. And also DVLA boss we need NKOSUO e wa bonten.
The beautiful reforms na aba.
Sa measures nyina no. Senka previous administration no edigu apon so a.
Yes.
Kenya ne na ba bia ye we.
Okay.
Media me very important pa. I me bisa say eno ye sport fan ana no.
Yes. And director say oh eno so
eno hia pa
say dey be Ghana fo nyina be down ho so.
Yes.
Enti say ofum mra pa onim say we ne ya u betua. We nye
hia pa. Delinquency fees
sa
and charges. Delinquency fees and charges.
Anoding minia.
Roadside checks effect and delinquency infractions, delinquency fees and checks and charges. And on a me bisa say a bear sport fan ana
anya sports fan kura no whatever fine that it is no betua.
Okay.
Otum ranin kwa dia obetua. Enti Kofi yen hwe say e bebobo ba ko mienu bi so won. Enti abusiafo en na wo hu o TV ne so no. Aha. And you see
and then one ka ho asen no. Mo nyina mo ka ho. Wa wo ka ho atete. Ni nyina wo ka ho. O windscreen apai wiper ye adwuma. Mo nyina mo ka ho.
Mo nyina wo ka ho. Say ayi you see 40 seat belt. Ti mo am seat belt no. E ho atete en hyeda anya adwuma asimu kwa.
Obi kura twa ne dio. Madam wo twa ne ba ko ne ka ba mi lo twa wo di to ka no. DVLA for any way, you Bibi ni o. Chairman for Kuruma Rough.
There be o. We try the seat belt in the two car.
We trust. What's the seat belt? Wapa.
No.
We try the two car.
And so on what?
In what anti. Belt and
anti.
And no try no the two car. Now the baby go try no.
Go try.
Passenger side what here. And no try no me say ah. Na seat belt na we try na. Was on only save but other one dem fa no.
You see, you sit in so. Kunwa na otimo okay ni so. Say ayefi anasa atitia eno so charge wo.
And the driver for the driver for the mate for muntie. Na the enyu no so eno so charge wo.
Hey, ya semuni. You see braking system.
Okay.
Say no so say otuto na se eno so charge wo.
Okay.
We share charges ni nyina em say ni nyina 225.
E bia 255.
225
Ghana cedis.
225.
That's a 2.250.
Yes. And the keka ho I say fake customized plate. And there ye ken kofo di name sa. Be hena obi akofa no chese and nanu dey buy between Empress gift ni agrada adie.
Yes.
And also asem wo honti omom kutakuta sa fake customized plate no so munye very careful.
And e bin so on my doc e bin so me ka say me bi a case bi e see a police fo bi ne abranti bi a e see e de omo ye no say car na o use no car no on register car no.
Okay.
On register you. But registered normal plate e bo car no.
Ukutwa won.
Yes, bi asembisa no. Nti car na e ko no e bi won ma e bi a Toyota Corolla. Na echo but normal plate na ebo ho no e Hyundai Accent normal plate
nje bia either say ono ane ka bi na waku yidi abebo
wa be odi abebo ho anasa ka bi anya accident and watutu normal plate no odi abebo ho eno so koso pa ukro yim.
In fact there was a time kura 2 different vehicles no could that normal plate ba
I know America no and
traffic.
Yes and ube hu no saka na make say ebi a normal plate bo ho no o chena bi o be move a ebi a ha won say normal plate bo ho o be move ebi be ko Cape Coast no na ye DV e de bo ho the same car na but obi ehu police fo hu na onam o be kwa basa
Kofi emra wo krom ha o
yo
hwade bi missing who not. Timwa who not.
Bachene we be come on. E be come on no me say o kan who not so back back time me we say back mu ndo ka mu ni kan che no.
Azemo mo who not no for so mo petu ayi mani aka 3 mienu e bi kura de mienu e dangerous offense tifeniye na DVLA for enso mu yeza waso be sepa any stylish plate no.
Yes, and also
na say a common trend bi abokuru mu a
car no ne bumper na de ko fender no ho no baby a light no wo no na order the normal plate no akobbo enso ye fa mo ho ye the bomb middle
sir.
But on the box corner side one
near training style B italics B near
na no na for natural aye for natural
yanu fu ya
yo
enti ebusia ni nyina no ensem a na tinted windscreen and front glass
ehia pa
they say chrome ha windscreen no ankasa o say wo hwemu na wo de hu ekwamu na ultimo drive no eno na sese no amafo tibi eye ne tinted mi ndi ase
se ba ya yenhu no adwen be pa ne wo trim ti abayo ka tinted no adwen be ne wo trim so abayo ka tinted
serious na dey bi o windscreen na wo ye ne tinted no wo be den na wa tibi kura hu kwan so wo be den wo hu kwan so na bibi ba o anim na se ti se de ye ken wo furu kwa wo bipo ni de bipo ya wo krom he na se
ebrini ade ya
na se ebo ni to a na wakwa ya windscreen so tinted
also wipe anye
aha
okay hit anim endi esin so asai endi wonga sa wo be ye den wako
Kofi yembra license no so license no so offense wo ho ti mo amkuta fake license no munya very careful. Expired driving license and also munye careful and also asotwe wo ho yes misuse of driver's license and no say ni na mu no Kofi e wo say dey DVLA for ne ba
yes no be chichiri
o be chichiri mu
ana doc me hu ba ko bi so ana no so ma tro say wo driver's license but wo ja wo fie and no say e be 225 Ghana cedis
sir
ai wo obi
e so dey be a sha wo
wonu say ndra mi ja me de ye ndra no me jabe dia na medu adwuma mu ha no ana me ka say me nkra driver's license to me hwe me phone so na me copy wo so ana me so we dey easy enti wa be wa say me jam driver's license wo fie no aha and also no 225 series truck drivers ni bebre wo job driver's license wo fie woni say enti o mu ja pasi police ni chewa obeji usko ti o sa no me go say police ni chewa obeji usko so obeji license o kwaje a o say ayera je dey watch the as a driver's license in the fie
I see we you better to ankomodi so you be bomodin ase di DVL mpeni fo no e bi be bana afi wo mo wa be chire
ba ku be so ho
de ahia kana me enko pa ko
exhaust pipe no yes emission say wo see afi ka da exhaust ni mu ba wo betua 200
fie ne wo kan ya
me de ende we wo see free to ma
Pagwe sipige
Dr. Desmond
Dema we brutal we a champion brutal na no me he said ya usifa tutu niama na de na wo game ona asa wo bo game dia wo yi skills pa na feel de so de na go ya boati bi di
yes oh bibia de di nya bibia yoki me eti maka kina say bibia yoki
ebia na o sia say ni si bo table tennis
ye enti kan say bibiri nya eti maka kina say bibia
na ayi wanyantie se no omudi akwakodu asundwie
me pacho an
okay na busafo ni je ni sen
na onje
so we dey buy our husemo
husempa
very sad story ba na wanje a ye de nipa na bro odi she
ye de body na bro
ya banti no omuje
na wohwe nso a GBA for na Ghana Boss na authority for no say hwan for no wo mo aye nhihye ya ebe brasa unfortunate situation ya se
enu na enam sunti as Sports and Recreation Ministry na eto 7-member committee inquiry enti omo report am de beba no na e be gina so but then GBA for no complain say e ka mo bo body no nyina na komo ehwe nim say anka Sports Ministry no ebe bo mo in a way
okay
but Sports Ministry na ambo mo enti omo so say But then I never call someone who say DVLA an autonomous body.
Okay.
What I say? It is a BBC, not a sports ministry, this question say. I support. I don't think that they should take it personal.
Oh, but it's a ministry to support.
Yes, but this is the case that you are an autonomous body. Yes.
But the minister were fantastic. Kofi Annan. Were champion brutal.
Yeah.
And Ghost Stars so your crown or more.
This is a Ghost Stars so I'm prepared for Africa.
Okay.
I'm prepared. Almost on the
it's almost over for playing.
Almost over for playing. You know, we from say na Kofi how can he play and say
oh maybe how you know say
I dey Kofi bisa Kofi say ni play na yira. So ebusia emraso say na pay ye dey Oman Ghana NKOSUO sports ebe so mu e was CTV you try over say ye ba ye dey send bebre o. Ediam bejeso eye pa kwesi PK high CTV Ghana's number one shagudi mu asem na free boxing na wotwetwe mu na the battle of the beast boxing bout to ya e wo bukom boxing arena the legacy rise sport for na mo so ntu asa boxing bout na ebeto ya na mo the boxing kuku dam Anthony Joshua America mu nyina ebitimi bepie mu e wo Ghana na jime de ba de we hunsem ekiresem de bubruja amanfo ebisa na Sharaf Mahama no boxing o sha said that be onyesika no wani nyina say omo the link say ni papa eye president no na legend of the game Azuma Zunzum next say ade na kwala kuma no waye no Ghana fo nyina yemfa support efantanity na yenja insensem na enna mechichi na branch waye ade pa wo say your support say na be obetimi aboa na boxing so akonenim e wo Ghana Azuma Nelson ninsem ni
Ghana boxing we have a world boxing champions. No fiano shishi je bibio. Enagbe ba fi agbo. Minda no moshini minda wo binue. Sharaf Mama Minda Lashi Agashi sumo boxing the mene echake Ghana boxing the ani ma Ghana boxing eba fi agbo ona ni won qualify ake echano ihawo ke no fiano ni ke wo moko no fiano ni tawo ni wo ba anye wo fie won wo ye ni wo ba fi won ale ejageshi ni tashe nungo ni dromo ni fe world champion ona ewo kenungo dromo ni fe world champion asane mi hu mo wa moko ni la we fe world champion ona ni ewo kenoko ne ke eba ona ni esane nkan ya wo mi ona ni wo wa ona benu ba cho ni wo wa ni ma ona champion se ba fe pi ona diane olagesi boxing ni moko bosses come abano abape moko tomo $500 million onane ka pay 500 ke wo produce be me na pay me $500 million ye Ghana na nyemi man economy ona mboni cho ami mo fa mo mi ba she onane e wo ka shida aha wanyeminu ni promote fight que tu fais au fight nem que promote sports ona ewo mfeme agashi woka wabie wo baya hi ona no wawa no ni eya eni na hewale ona no ni jo efia ni na afio skasani be me ni trash ni abana da na ba tashi no ba na gbemele ke skana efiti eje chomo san ko wo ye mi wo le skana efiti ona boni jo e wo kaji edomoshi ne fe ne ken asane wonye wo pushile wonye wo wale ona ni no fiano na enidi no banye wo fe ka wo twimi
ebusia mayenko piemu ewo Enura University of Ghana Sports Stadium ewo Lagos ho and the All Stars Festival you made in a told you and on Swenya some Keton and Rano, the Southern Zone and after Northern Zone and a boy, Southern Zone, no Thomas Patton, the captain, and a Jordan Yusu or captain the Northern Zone. Now, be the Southern Zone or Masha a Camino and my Northern Zone for Canama back when no place I would na and a BPM or University of Ghana Sports to the Gideon Mensah, Lawrence Ajikum, Benatete, Thomas Tepate, Jordan Yu, and after release Lawrence Atizigi Benjamin Sarazak seems the place in the Inra. Omudos yepa amunyina eba na coach or this Southern Zone 80 people no more than a share 2-1 coach Christopher Nimley also after the battle Kassan was Ghana for was here the support MMP for or more at the All Stars Festival at the ABBA.
To be very honest with you, these guys are professional players, so dealing with them, there's no difficulty there. You know the quality at your disposal as a coach. Once you can position them in a role where they are comfortable to help the system you want to play, you allow them to go and do their job and they'll do it perfectly. And that is what you also. This is the 4th year running, and this is the first time I've been part of this. To be honest with you, I've enjoyed it. Kudos to Dr. Ennis Granting, all those who supported in putting this together. It's absolutely wonderful. I can only hope and pray that the people of Ghana will see the need to get involved in such event because it is meant to foster unity, peace and togetherness. So going forward, I think next year it will be held somewhere in Classy. That is what I'm hearing. I cannot confirm. But everywhere we take this thing, anywhere we take this thing, there's not the people of Ghana to support.
Ebusia ma info no na yenko piemu ewo FIFA Club World Cup eguso ekoso nra and I bought the last round of matches ewo match obia intinra na satinra no obia abo match back nra shockingly Ahilal omo efi Saudi Arabia omo ni Real Madrid office Spain ebo 1-1 draw say and na highlight no ekoye and run away and his son highlights PM Real Madrid shockingly any Ahila ebo 1-1 na Adam Batiste told you say and a corner Manchester City almost with that from Africa mecha Morocco ebo me come with that for you almost Enchimi and TV so and a Pachuca almost efi Mexico almost etrama Red Bull Salzburg efi Austria eche me come you Pachuca for etse kanama bako Al Ain almost efi mecha Saudi Arabia almost so tra ho Juventus from Italy and mom e kapole pole enum bako come Enchimi and channel so Seranda Colomone ofi Paris Saint-Germain ko pemu e Juventus nra Obono money eshe 2 goals edima Juventus bobo kono na ebusiama yenko wiemu kakrakra ewo the English Premier League na nra and the FM paying for almost edit fixtures for the 2026 league season Eddie Abana first game no say na ebetimi akon match day 1 Friday 15th August na ebetimi ashase na Liverpool omo first game omo trefie no omo the bomb of Eddie Abueni eno 8 p.m. na sa game no ebetimi atoja Saturday 16th August Aston Villa omo Villa Park on na omo any Newcastle Eddie Abo 12:30 p.m. no ebetimi atoja Saturday no about 3 p.m. Brighton Hove Albion omuni Fulham ebebo Arsenal Nottingham Forest Metan City Grand Stadium na omuni Brentford eda yentam so Sunderland omo any West Ham United and ebo Tottenham Hotspur betan Spurs Stadium na omo any Burnley eda yentam so na Wolverhampton Wanderers omo any Manchester City 5:30 na sa game no ebe etimi atoja Sunday 17th August Chelsea Everton Stamford Bridge na oni Crystal Palace eda yentam we a London derby na Manchester United so betan Old Trafford nomine Arsenal eda yentam so 4 p.m. na Monday 18th August no Leeds United omone Everton so betimi ede ayentam to say and a match day 1 of the 2025-2026 English Premier League no ebetimi akono we see edi abejiso eye pa kwesi PK me so na Dr. Desmond Kofi Annan Odehyeeba Ghana NKOSUO atwaso CTV Ghana's #1.
Just like how water refreshes you on a hot sunny day, it takes a refreshing bath with Alive soap to feel its pleasant fragrances.
The soap I want and need at the end of every day.
Leaving you with soft, smooth and fresh looking skin.
You make me feel alive, you really brighten my day, my day.
Available in lemon, coconut, rose and aloe vera fragrance. Alive soap. Feel fresh, feel alive.
Introducing the new Jama washing powder with multi-enzymes that helps remove stubborn stains.
It has a nice fragrance. Not harsh on my hands. Foams easily. And remove stains well.
Oh, I still to be.
You brought 5 big sachets of new Jama washing powder.
Yes, ma'am.
It really removes stains. It has a nice fragrance.
Yes, ma'am.
Then add 30 sacks of Jama washing powder to your engagement list.
Jama.
Yes, ma'am.
New Jama washing powder for cleaner, fresher wash. Your partner for clean clothes. This advert is FDA approved.
Again.
Hello, thank you for calling MTN.
This is Jerry, Jolly J for short.
How may I help?
I'm not happy with you guys at all. You've been giving Bongo gifts all the time.
Who is Bongo?
Oh, Bongo, my friend. He purchased in my room.
Oh.
You've been giving free gifts, but I don't.
That's MTN rewards, sir. Talk, text, browse, and more, and you get to redeem free call time or data by simply dialing *550#. And on Fridays, you can even get extra special rewards like food vouchers, shopping discounts, and much more.
Didn't tell me anything. Would you like to know how I got the name Jolly J?
That won't be necessary, Mr. Jolly. Calling customer care service doesn't give you points.
I'm gonna call my mom. I'll call my grandma. I'll call my ex. That girl can talk, Papa. Hello, Mama. So what's the topic for today?
MTN.
Mrs. said, "Dear Marco Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. I go with the German Casa. And to me, come and says me, Obian Trasima stroke, we then can to them with you.
Some make a show now what you told home. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. What's say your weapon to say hypertension, or Barney Bema war power, diabetes, John Sobuyakie, Coco, make Canimajaki.
Oba me sit and Nancy, Mamma Shia, Siamani Cassimuyan, Greenfield Adaruma, and Omatua Trauma Day, you know, Pakasiania, is Malakoda, Wasan Antibu.
Greenfield were ultra modern laboratory any diagnosing machine. What is scanning human system no? Was signed on a Jinkwa Garlic Plus, a boosted immune system, a sign AMA BP, or be a halitosis, and non company one and nuno, on Fanco Greenfields, no betting is say tech. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic, one more no at the last stop Estate Junction, for 0243 983906, and now 0261 651898.
Greenfield.
God is our healer.
Greenfield.
Your last hope.
Alright, everything mama now say Ugusua ni etna ewo CTV Ghana's #1 television. So on my Ghana NKOSUO dwumedie no anope bia 6 to 10 na ye de bro. My yenda wase. Top of the discussion is and say this show is for you and wonso na wo hia ewo enkomodie ni nyina yesan say wuti a na yenso no yasumba oman no betum and that will be going to be measure. Say abaya no ebo ne homode ana se etisɛn na yedi hu nkomo yi na bibibia nso akɔ nti na wase kɔsoa na ye part of the program no said the bia ye hye wo nkran saaro nti ko Facebook my CTVGH na fe subscribe comment na afe whatever share the link no ebusia the time I was share link no e de my na bibibia nso ekoye e de ama ma kind messages ba ko bi mienu bi abekansa na fe me mfa ma wo ayi we say my contribution this morning for the authorities is to remove all the choke gutters in Accra Central. I mean all the choke gutters, yes, and na Odehyeeba ho one fa odiamba abusia next time no ya na Odehyeeba ka ho ama na mabo bibia Robbie Fashion dichem so na Odehyeeba will say the Israel-Iran war should teach the NDC a lesson about the dangers of reckless statements in opposition. Regards to Chairman Kuka and so unsema Odehyeeba enono wadaroma me huni ntamu nsem ni bi wo haya na moma ho ntemame na mintimi enkan ye emfama ma minchia obibia nso awagye wo hwe regions ni nyina 16 regions ni nyina no se mabochenku amohwe every morning ntimo NKOSUO embo ye chidom we nso say good morning I love the morning show where is ya okay so ya is around obejo animo and chibia okay we nso Odehyeeba will say good morning what is Kofi be ya no na we dey ano dey ti Kofi wa be ya no ba be be kire no no ayimu ano why wo ho benche e be call back to the DVLA conversation fan of charges ni say fees and charges ya aba they are more friend the delinquency charges no omo kira che say eno na abetodwa enne no yabobobo bi so a amanfo bonju so kra and Odehyeeba say what do they mean these charges what do they mean by these charges and say the bedika ka yebebo modin a na ye ne DVL mpenifo be sinkonwa either in the studio and bibisa will get them on the phone and bibisa near no much in common said be ya or mudin chimu mapa ebeba but tifi semono director only me nanti say why crowd wa feto soma ya hwefo no mu hunu dia enkomo aye die you see roadside checks defects and infractions delinquency fees and charges omo kira we no eyemra under the provision of the Road Traffic Regulation 2012 LI 2180 Regulation 1581 2 3 4 5 and mo mo say to me no na omodi timi edidi say adwuma ya enne omodi abegeze emra ne de wo ho krom hade bia meka wo emra wo ho ankasa aha na say de be ya bibibia na ebeboa ye we need to apply the laws strictly and we mu ya dia ni nyina aboa aha ni nyina aboa ma bibibia eye kama all right nti ebusia minsa beka yenua no no na me no madinko but answer na yebeba into the story about DVLA in sense no adie bi so koso wo memu ha na ehu behia se yenyina no yebe di hu nkomo na yehu ne pemasibre as a nation eni se yentimi ntrase na yen repeat certain errors over and over and expect different results. I was so me I don't get it. You want to do the same mistakes, repeating mistakes na who expect to say we need different results. Me kana match me saying ya to abawie December 7 2024 making Ablekuma North constituency efano kwashiman hwan odoko ni nimpotem sakamani de keke ka hu nyina kosi mala market eduem wo ho aba Santa Maria ni nimpotem ni de keke ka hu nyina ya to abawi as I speak to you no omu ni mrase bejani yenya akense na very tight, very tough between Golden Lady any Golden Lady near MPP candidate aya ye friend owura yere ekuafriye asem na ye ken aha and na ye wo Irabna Obin and so for the NDC and also ewo ho and na onomo edi boy ani a chese ya to abawie ya kenkan to the best of your knowledge you know declaration ko fa nsem bebre by Emma ebeye bibi basa. Fast forward, baby kura no a ye di ballot papers ni ade electoral commission for eniama kogu na de na me ka say eja to ho ma ehwo ahye dwede be eno so ye asemo etwere ho a asa na okura ye ntimi hunu ekwane e fa so asa dwumedie ne course a sa evidence no a ebetimi enka embra no ebetimi aboa ma ebetimi ye kokko to kura na ebetimi abo ekire akwakohwe na ya rectify some of these errors no. Is it evidence in Nashi? And so, as I speak to you now, no, Ablekuma not Timemufu Tiho, any Mrase Bejani. Now, ye be transfer dear we it is, you say, over 6 months, and now 6 months impo. And I had to a baby a month for nim womo Mrase Bejani, Nempono. Omo de adesrade akotu nanim say honorable ye hia say na wo bon to akora wo kan say na wo kan say enti anamo be na wo tu wo ho amanfo enyom MPC a wo MPC eboa wo mo pre impuntuo de ba wo mo mpeso aso ne ade Ablekuma North fo no enye bisa ene ye ebo akire busa say ede ne ekoso ede pa na ekoso ye electoral commission ebedi nkomo wa bontin say wo mo de o mo aye krado na omo pe Bible ayemu odin said ye be ya wonum betimi asinkunya no wonum aye omo declaration concerning the Ablekuma North elections ye dididi musa up to date san komona koye boachi bidin obi am pese obekọ ho ena timamuni no ono asa ne line akwakoto aba a execute dia mamra no man kwan se oso ye no yama ne ni etutu egu ni nsɛm a ohunu de awoye ne ho enti yehwe na yene wo fayaw wo ye constituency executive member edima NDC amayokio no ene ne betwetwe nkomo ne yebusa se as an executive member no edien anamon ene adie I mean what is it edien na ekoso sese ya timemfo nyina no ebetimi atibie no mahunu dia eko wo fayaw mema oche anope edeba CTV omanga na NKOSUO dwumedie so
yo doc yo dasu baby stand up so matonsa afemi anope michia oni ejuma yefo ina
okay
na ye chia Ghana fo ina
okay
na ya koso echia abrikumando ofofo so sebe electoral commission sebe ofese utwa controlma efa yechi na sebe odube wura yenum na assurance ho
okay
emma Ghana for ni abrikumando ofofo ina
okay
esanse mene wo kasai wan kasa wabobo nyoma ni bibire so le say ye be start le yakuma yis na kasa one where your declaration ema ya madam Ewabran Obe na we declare no e wo 10th December
okay
2024 na sabe ye na ye nim say ya declare there ye wi but emuana eja kwanintia jemensa ede order ba say abana we declare no nipa na oye declaration no ye di tuo sabe esi nti so sekanyo saba o yenim nti ode apopopo de koye nti eno no de obasan ye no foforo eya awre hosem for almost 7 months ni abrikumano foforo ni MP na yenti ase na wodwunu ho ama nipa no bebre ye mu bebre na ama ye tiare a ye hu de ayeye ye da sorry ya na yisi say IGP Eman protection onwa ne ho ban pa mo de se na wa ka ye na on be declare aba no o ye de no wa ko declare aba wa bra wo hia police a were ho meanwhile consensus say wa ga na ye to aba ebinom wo ho a ye ho na sabe ye police station baby ameto aba na fire service ni oba na na ehwe so ntukwa bi ansi etisa wo ye bibi na wo dise ye adwemponi na wo utrima wo behia a police force ye mabo ho ban odwunu ho a won ti ase ya kan ya ba ye didi kra ye no na ye ho police stations ni na ye 281 and wo yisi wo say wo ni out of 281 no 62 pink sheet wo ni enti ujina 219 no so awowo wo dey aye confirmation obi awa correct who say yes eno dey edam clean no eno na wujina so na wujina so na we declare election no eno ya me no ka say returning officer say only any document on 62 polling stations ebe man na hode ana tumi mo watumi akoso aye collation na we declare enti we jaya ade na ma national na electoral laws so say sabe ye yina ye nim ne say ye to aba yisi ukita o document kire say mushia collation center wa political parties ne de wo pin sheet ne ba we enya 20 we 20 we 20 three ni na ye share ye yisi ukita 20 na yakoso ne ye de collation no yakoso
yes
na ba dia wo ni bi na ekwa free yesu se onibi NDC ye wo de ye de bakura na ye ne wo yisu no onibi nti wontimi hu se ye de na ye de aba no sabe ye collect etu wontimi wonji ntum saa so ekwa free ye ana se MPP for de wo de ba esansa wo so kura wonibi nti wontimi nyi ntum sawa ta ase ye de tuma ye afi ye da sorry ya o say returning officer no wa kanu first ewo media ba bia ye interview no e ma ne kan say yes 62 na oni ne de ontimi nkoso enye correction because oni document ena NPP agent e wo ka so omo de and not it omo de na omo wan scan pink sheet na scan pink sheet so de e wo sabe primary source answer na obenya sa scan wa no original one no one san was scan ana doc yes ana
Sanity.
Yes, hard copy no fabula woni bi and also me dem ni bi etimi ni bi nti ntimi nkoso then I say Germansa then na wo hwehwe bio what dey I say okay make akoye rerun I was 62 police stations no na manya me primary source na hard copy no na returning officer na ya ne de all the political parties MPP NDC almost one ya omo de na fi ye dini na bom akoka 219 no ho ni aye ye declaration ni abekwan of for ya omo member of parliament when en chekia
yeah
aye tete another
yeah me know ya adwene
no CI 127 sanga chire
yes
and the returning officer also ka wo mu plan say oh you should scan t-shirt or soft copy and find your bibia dabi do here say wa as a political parties too ni na both no say na ye wo ya pin sheet original pin sheet which is primary source there na obekos because MPP and NDC there ni na ye ba ko there obetina collect but aye ba ko a ono ne there no NDC ekita 100 nipa eto aba no ekita 100 votes so onu yi no ehwe so onu so wone there 100 votes now watime adare akoleti but NPP kita 100 NDC kita 150 tad no wujituma enye ta wate ase
yes
and then Germansa and then NPP fa kwaye baako no obo pese chinchina achi afi yamfa scan p-sheet embe correction yes no yeah no sa returning officer no edu baabi minim say afi o see a friend wo national okoya those 62 police stations na omo ni pin sheet no ya after the omo kwanya scan one bi na scan one na yenya no all the POs presiding officers na omo call those 62 police stations ni koye April Friday wo hono omo me say
omo me verify
yes said ya e wo hono ye collector na sabi electoral laws another election who anhyehyeye no enya di papa akofo na eye kan process kan papa mu a ebra wo fresa nkofo no POs no nanka wa fra all the party agents no amuso omu ina wo ho na wo the document na gu omani na ya hwe se de wo kan ye no kre
yeah but say tesano mo go mo call tesano no ye hu se omo de electoral officers ni na ba ho ema wono mu yi paper na no mo de a kire wo mo ebi mu kan se omu ntimi en verify document no ebi ya ota ya say ya sisa figures ni bi ebi nso e kire se signatures bi e wo so no nya omu signature ni de keke ka ho ana meboa
madase na ho ye tesano no abekuma no of ya nko bi na ho ye regional election electoral commission office region yeah collection ni na yeah one region tata no de na yeah nka ho
oh yes so
yes
tata no mi hu mo organizer I na ya boni din
na yeah tarsono na yeah regional baby affairs na electoral commission the headquarters wona and yeah free ho no what na regional
anti rage asem na woken
yes rage asem na
okay okay
it is say na wokan no but before then no na you know returning officer no and national after san ko for ni sa ni pa train na omo ba ye to omo do anko national electoral commission office ho
okay
so what I say
okay
62 no out of 62 na emu ba ye according to the returning officer no actually nipa ni bi akọ verify am agidi atum na what I say the train na car no e na omo ba ya omo be ka say dabi that document we enyame na me ye dey me put say
and say me tie wi na che say dia kamu pa no o de yemfa granted say omo pese omo use scanned no na say dia ka chire pa say ya ehho akoba nsem bebre ni 3 polling stations sanetie
no Yes, what they come back. But I know they can't say,
Mijitum, for the benefit of the conversation.
No, yeah, maybe. Mijitum, Sabi, what conversation, no.
Okay, and Samitiamu ya NDC Ablikuma North, no. Mono Mujidi says 62 Nina, no. I was here rerunning Sana Moba.
Yes, because he's lieutenant officer now can pray. And they are who you know interview now. Our cultural say 62 minute any document to back ever back him another man to me say main quality main collation. So what I say
anybody saying NOG afi obi ko fa scan copies ni dey buy on wafi wajia tuma.
No come ba say. Sabe Usha let's say ase kululu bi akoso wo baabi na what did I mention na say na fortunately for Abekumanov NDC for no say returning officer na nanum say me fast scan enye adwuma soft copy me fa enye adwuma eno so na yegina na eno so na emra no so ye dai ekire
okay
eti ade no kwa na ofa ekire koye no kwa no ono eho no emra bi tia no
okay
time no ye MP ni wi a ono so ye ne be diri because asoma waka we ekire ya ade na go back eko plan ko for say the scan pin sheet abanti mo ma verify ye titu ma ye
I see
ya kan say ono jemensa electoral commissioner no o make sure say all the date beba na Abekumanov 62 polling stations na aka no because nipa ye koto aba no ya na ye besa akoto ye koto wi a 777 ehwo na ye behu say de ye ka no eye nokure na nkasa ebe pie say ye kura fi yo say ye wura bran obi already ye dikra wura bran obi but samoso mo nta ye koto wi a na ye behu nokure no be bia ye den
I see electoral commission ko mrashe bedwemu ho e de ni mo expectation dey mo hwe anim say ebeye asemu a efa Abekumanov won mebusa no
yes there is parliament for no say omumisa no say empo say obi resign a free constituency bi and say member of parliament be resign or 60 days or bakwaye by election obi free mu a sabe obi free mu no or 60 days or bakwaye by election
okay
na yakoto abana nipa e wo ho no enya wo mu member of parliament and then for 7 months or that's what ho Abekumanov for enya wo member of parliament e wo no kwa ono asayisi no sabe secretary na wo kan e was me too much e wo jemensa so na ni nyina mu at appropriate time era address no one by one e wo court ya wie no because let's speaker of parliament and a member of parliament for ni na ne say omo hye no say animanimu ye because and am aka 60 days obi afiri mu no 60 days near the election it way a chum almost 7 months there na wo sabe woni madwuma so mo ka kire ne say oni madwuma no nani so
okay
so ko on deserve e ba ye kra nka on resign
I see
na obi me take over no make sure that in the next 15-20 days or 30 days no ye baba ye we ran for 62 polling stations
okay
na Abekumanov ye member of parliament July wabra Abekumanov say ye ni member of parliament
all right
the parliamentarians na ntumi an your omadwuma e ma o man hye na wi timamu for na nkasa ye ready say ye ba ma chitu DC office no eja wo hopa na yabra banfo bi na ne yakasa youth no any abre
mamenda wase
people ankasa kwa any abre say no ye tumi trauma mpuntu sabe mo ye to sabe
all right yo ofaya me dase pa se oni atwetwe nkomo ofaya executive member Dema NDC amayokio no ewo Abekumanov constituency na che se we executive member we penia woda party na no ewo NDC mu ewo Abekumanov ono na yene na twetwe nkomo no so de nchirimu aba we hwe se yebenya ebi from the MPP setup no na ye no so edi nkomo no yahwe dia ekono earlier on me ne di nkomo bi fa DVLA in sense no in fact the charges na omo introduce into the conversation no na mensaka ya bema wo ye PRO edema True Drivers Union ewo kromu ha Minia ya bema me ma chia no pe de ba dwumedie iso.
Doctor, ma benjo so na me chia onu ahwefo gina.
That's it. Ya bema na e de na esia ene anope mi sorry ya bema agi ba bia.
No, Minia Dr. Kofi Annan.
Yes sir.
Na me da. Me Jimmy dia na echna enzo be ya won so da.
No I don't know.
Na mpacho na me dia we wa fuo mu a me do me post. On say edru season say ya akumadan for no yemfa ya duma eni agrokra do wo brochire kura wa ntimi ama. O de skaba na abusiafo de adon to sini bi e be ama no. Doctor so ya we say yen sa se no dodo na galam sa se no akumadan de ya boy de ho ban yie.
Za.
Yen ye kakra munya entosi di na me tranka nko a ahwe ya bi enya bi ani kura. Na me say ya ka won framam se DVLA akofa ade bi aba fa nkosi antimi fe ye mpanyin fo no so ya frem wa sebra ejawo na dawuro ni hyewa no. Di anaduna me wo ka mu a me ba nyina ye communicate santi ade chi anopai no ye mpanyin fo se menka no. Eno ana me gusu America.
Okay.
DVLA na akwakope asem.
Edi aba. Yo. Na mo how ne sen. We eyemra anante sa.
Yo, mpacho ya da se. Yen adrama for ye nchiri mra.
Okay.
Ye di mra so pa. Then so no ye chiri kura ne se ombeka chere so obi aboka. Ye mwa ni ntia kana ne de ye chiri kura. Enra na DVLA panyini pia bontin be ka chere Ghana for e wo kasafide be.
We wish to announce some immediate measures.
BBC kebebo BBC dinti sene nkomo ne be de Power FM ye mu nuamo. Any radio SYZ o tra zo ka fe obeto ka e ka kese pa da wo mu frɛ na obe confirm.
Yes.
Ori na ye no de ta chere ba ne se wakɔtwerɛ biribi but the year drama for kura no ya kyekyere wɔ ye de atɔkɔkɔ ne nkate ewie ya to atwene be wɔ ɛwɔ mfa so bi ani so on kan kyerɛ me sɛ the car na me de nam ne seat ya ye fin to wo give me 225 Ghana cedi
220
boss for being na wo kwa motoke di wanim no a wo ba here no ye mfa poku ase amasama kwa na wuro o glass kɔfom Yakoba, Yevia, now what 225 Ghana cedi, no, at the I am shot to the Indian Suetia. But Tiny and I'm saying roadworthy. Doctor,
yes.
Tiny and I'm saying roadworthy.
Maybe sure, sir.
Good. But your constituency there a two. Oh, Crowema, bet me a body here. Yes, do my phone so. 20 years na mu ko tada ba no kura unim za sekwa eko eye nsoko ebi se nyagopon bo ade wo mu ko tada enti sa de mani no nam so no DVLA boss say ne car seat aye finto agin 225 Ghana cedi wa gi mu da wo peta obedi sa aduma no
oh na se wo kan sa se dem di kan kai eyemra anase enyemra
emra ni se
enne
kwanya mani pano mpacho ufa price bid up no fuel price bid up no only say we to 1 liter of fuel bi a jo 48 Ghana cedi say ye de kwa ka kwan
yes
driver ni no nam say kwa na ohu quote ada no on to fuel
auto
enti are ni agini sasika no ya de ye kwan no wo yen na de ma no
ene se DVLA nye kwan
na DVLA nye kwan a are na DVLA be di posi aduma wo de be ya ade akokot ama port mo ma boka ama ya ji sika na koto man futuom DVLA da be no be dan posi
me feel say we no enka mo benya abotre mo na mo hia DVLA mpenifo no na munya sao
no ma wu be chere pe ni wo ti enya abotre ebuza panyin ni za no ma be ni
ese ko omo de omo akyere mu se eye mra under road traffic regulation no 2012
me da say road traffic regulation 2012 and like 2018 no
yes
what do say DVLA for kra say ya kra do mo court na DVLA for yin ko residence here
sedenti
return research no kan wa sem no unim car in a bob brand ya say empantare no 3.5 ton but when that gets 3.5 ton
me sure
and the problem no mo boy no and brand parliament say you have 3.5 ton and you have return reflector and kahunsia and do go chia a spencer bus geno abrazia and I'm free the car no meeting no and one chain Hyundai Grace every time home
I see
and any guy one pie
I see and they say no abra omukofa enfidia ya dey check car car no ho adin eba no ye mu bi ye ka kire omo say kasi kan ye dey kofa enfidia enfanya car kwan ye car kwan na automatically no cars dada na free system no me be bia me dey mfanto ho me matrala 16 good years and na me free ho me tell about it na trade ni ye adwuma no but you fat dropping from 37 ne adia me ho na me ye adwuma pa you be do trade ho na e free ho ko chado but don't me chado that is say why kama no me nim chado
na enfutro kumo enti ye ka no ye de nam krom no ye nam ko ta ye du ho pe ni a drop passenger na de na ma chado ni no no de no ko enne omo ye kwan na o man pe dwoma ma ti wo bie no ko ne ko he car na nka say na ya la chagu trade ni mo no ni so obi asesa ne car
I see
no de ko pa no but this is a poku say eba banyard so ni sa road no awo su kwan no
yes
na car ta la chagu ho no enya asemwa then you be kwa for dropping all the fata kwan no so aye nko ene omu ye kwan ni free ho no car na nkasa ala chana yin wo free system no
I see
anything say me the make car be to PDA so commercial na 6 good months one man road ready you know what be carry me kwan mu say kwan na me nam so nye ama me car ho aye fi but on your court ni yen go kwa kire ma kire court na court we tie ya asem una do peradimika
okay enti ya be man ti no ne kra ni say de na mo hwe animu say wo mo nye den
ne kra ni say the America akaba ni nsem no hu bi do de di eska no but what is say ya chi obi say what fake lances e woni fie e wo man mu ada
there be
enti nya di miele pona no mu traffic lances man no be carry ya kwa so no woni say di miele se sani fie de next station we are so there we na driving lances magana for
sir
mu from no mu so me matena mu bi ama mo abeye bi wo la pass ya ye bi wo Kaneshi ya ye bi wo Ashaman no
okay
I want to catch him say you take
okay mo hwe anim se saade we no omo ntwensinsan kura o
papa DVLA boss no kwa ezo man panyin yi na ti fi won ten jamansa na ye design komo no
okay ya me na wase ebre se no me de DVLA pedifo na be ba ha na afi ye di nkomo ni yi
ni enfa road traffic regulating no mo rese obi aboka ko ti ma buzia na di woni nam krobu ha na no okay
all right yate okay yate mama na wase se wajibre na oni edi nkomo ewo ho eye ya bema wo ye True Drivers Union for a PR kasamafo a ya menena chichi nkomo DVLA nsem no nya de ne boju sokra ne keka enye izekra sa se we de ya asemo in the coming days no drivers no ebe ward was super but mensaka we brutal very analytical odin koma na se wa no unya botre na analyze it now opin wa adwene no say you want to listen to wisdom you will not be, in fact, you will not be disappointed. Making Ivan innocent, and Minsaka no Mincheha, Mineno be starting Comodino, Nino Monka no ba, yɛbɛda wɔn nyinaa di na ɛde akyerɛ ho senior na bɔkɔ deɛ ihyɛ ya kyɛw na nneɛma te sɛ
o nyame adom ahoden wɔ hɔ good to see you
good to see you too bro good to see you bro but yɛbɛba DVLA no so but I'm say oba na me di nkomo bi fa Ablekuma North ne ne nsɛmsɛm ho
okay
me sure say we follow the conversation over the period ɛdeɛ ne yɛyɛ ho as a nation yɛdede ne saa na akɔyɛ Saudi bi na ya san aba na tweka saa what is wrong with us as a people?
I think the Dika mention what here for it's sad when you have to about for how many months in the year abano you to December somewhere it's almost 6 months in the year and the constituency is here to have a representation and for many of Ghanaians the majority of the people within our political they don't care. It's not much of a concern because after all, you don't know now. And it's exactly what happened at Washa. Say you're transfer for the whole 4 years, a constituency and your representative. So whatever it is, you expect by now, whatever the problem is, can resolve your way. Because the paramount interest and yet which political party and the political representative. But the people out there, when meet me when the Democrats say MP. But you're such a very terrible president. You 4 years, I will be in your MP. And this will be say, so win 6 months, what is the problem? That is the idea. But per the constitutional provision, it is totally illegal to go this long run without a representation. The constitutional right now, these individuals enjoy under the 1996 constitution. You've taken it away. Exactly. And you don't see any clear path line there that why the electoral commissioner, the institution that is supposed to take both steps and ensure say we resolve this particular matter. Nothing straightforward. Just there is no clear-cut path, and that has to do with Adebia Mekase. The institutional weaknesses are over the years, I jeopardize the prospect of our democracy in the because in a country where you have robust, very independent, fair-minded electoral commission, whatever the situation is, you need just about a month or whatever to do whatever it is. But Anam say over the year you're going to elections, the scars of this electoral misunderstanding, or resolve some of the issues now. And it creates a whole lot of scene in this country, Amana Baba say if we go ahead to do this thing, what will be the possible political backlash? Because don't forget, people are seeking to protect their job. Electoral commission is the way. Or not sure whether petition Yedakogu president and him asking so I don't know what is happening, but for me, if we dig into the ineffectiveness, institutions enjoy over the years, and I will not blame any political party. Although they are actors, they have key interest, and whichever way we are political actors, who say MPP 4 years, they dig. These are political parties with political interest. You can't begrudge them when they rise to the occasion and demand, say, we do this, do that. But you as an institution, we are fair-minded, we are focused, and you know what you want. When there's a clear-cut part line, and the banana for who said this is the line, say na yeko abano. I got 10 polling stations. Pink sheet, and will be one day new. And now you think that on legitimate grounds, you have legal justifications to annul some of the votes from some of the constituencies now. Provide a basis, then you order a re-election at that particular polling stations and support. But we cannot continue to subject these people to a long haul of not having a representation because of somebody's ineptitude or incompetence. But for us, it's normal because my culture persisted for how many years? 4 good years, and we never deemed those things as injustice. The people were denied representation for 4 good years. Development, yes, and common sakano. By now, I'm expecting to be creating a CU electoral commission for the 4 years in the name of Monsan Kam, one Sankano. I would deny more representation, but nobody is taking those issues up. Parliament sat aloof. And for them, it was business as usual because that time, opposition you see, so those dynamics and those weaknesses are creating anomalize it. Some of these inefficiencies, I would think so. We are good to go, and it's the reason why some of these things are persistent. I think that the pressure be out high. Let us put on the electoral commission, and they should make sure that they do the right thing.
Ivan, in all of this conversation, electoral commission clearly. MIATSS one more pink sheet because of the chaotic scenes here, NKOSUO, our coalition center. The electoral officer, in fact, the returning officer for that particular constituency, you know, I can open and we have him on tape and record, say, or say, ni pin sheet, Ira.
Okay.
Fast forward, pin sheet, Ira, you decided, say, after we rely on the two political parties. Indeed. NDC for Beka say, one on so who on pin sheet, then you decided, say, you use the NPP pin sheets, you know, and you say a scam.
Okay.
To work with it, and as we hear now, no, the NDC themselves, you know, so say the Omobonjo, so say you use just one party, and the original pink sheet, you know, but a scanned pink sheet, and in all of this, also say amount protection, Ghana police amount protection, and you'll be able to call the election for whoever won. What are we doing to ourselves as a people? Are we not still going around the same situation without a clear pathway?
It's true, because it's a problem. Electoral Commission elections now, you know how we do our election, even at the electoral area. These are things that are done publicly. Electoral Commission, on what basis are they telling us pink sheet ira? The pink sheets, in a way, you give copies to all the participants in the elections. So say Electoral Commission pink sheet ira, NDC pink sheet or MPP pink sheet or other political parties, you know. There were people on the ground who observed the process, and as for if they are really serious, they really want to do a transparent process involving all the actors, because so find a pink sheet. Getting people to agree is another thing. So in your process to recovering these things, you know, you involve all these actors in the process. So the eventual outcome now will be accepted by all.
Exactly.
And so if say Electoral Commission pink sheet, other political parties pink sheet, then you send something fishy. You understand?
Exactly.
Something fishy has gone on. And it's obi pink sheet, can't be the first pink sheet, no be cranny, no be so the process was it captured on video. What are some of the so I think that you see the inefficiencies in our electoral process, you know, prior to the elections, but people thought not Jen Menson and not other people but you see some of these processes for it's very sad. Ghana, a journey from 1992 to where we are. We've gone through a lot of transitions. Unfortunately for us, you know, we've been very kind to ourselves. Encounter any violence, and we think it's okay. But trust me, you put your electoral process under a microscope. Now you review critically, you could see that there are a lot of deficiencies that we need as a people to address, because and then a year working over a time will come. Some of these petty misunderstandings as if may generate into something bigger. And you know, say electoral misunderstanding that part of the world now created a lot of graveyard in Africa. All the from Sudan as a result of some of these things. You understand? So I think we need to take cue from some of these things. Now you move on as a country. Say some of these petty things are ever up. How do we address them? But we don't avail our mind to some of these things. Oh, we will catch us say it's a constituency now, about 99%. We are done. The process was successful, and that was okay. It will take just a constituency or an electoral area to start the fire in this country. And if you are not careful, it will consume the entire political, democratic way now you set it up. So for me, I think if there is anybody to blame, it's the Electoral Commission.
What will be your recommendation moving forward? Say, and this is for someone dear in their minds. 62 of the polling stations, rerun elections, because they say, they will not accept that narrative. Say, some scanned copies bina be used in the kekeka. The MPP is also firm on the situation. Say, one more, about one 62 no scan now. Munyama I say akabe 3 pen, just so that they complete the whole discussion. Sir. Almost scan copies, are legitimate enough to be the game changer in helping resolve this whole matter in the space. So, say advisedly, DMPA ubetimi akatre empenifo money electoral process in the
So I think we need to do a broader stakeholder engagement at that level. Now you make sure we review the process, because this particular year's elections, I give us a certain template. Maybe over the years we thought everything was okay. But this year, some of these fallout, I give us a template going forward. What are some of the things that we can do to resolve some of these things? Because there are some constituencies I bet you say pink sheet we say media because nipa no nims will lose elections and now anko pink sheet no better than the baby. So who is that person who is monitoring just to ensure that we get a credible document bet me to baby at the end of the day no obi abeti ase. You cannot conduct an election in an open space and tell me say pink sheet and I said nobody at the area no.
Especially when by law krano now say omu post to pink sheet the polling station. I'm surprised.
Yes.
And a two. She say eja almost jacoto and yes almost po ye na ye huni. Eja to baby ana I say holding place ya electoral commission materials no. Esanko keeping it for some time. Yes,
because the most paramount key thing at the center of this whole thing, so that particular thing now is an inherent constitutional power that has been granted to that person.
Exactly.
No flimsy excuses, any justification will be back to take away that particular thing. So at any point in time, we are voting in the central thing, it has to be guided and has to be protected. So some of these inefficiencies in a creating around can just make it say vote in the Panaka Aira and I quash it for no apparent reason. For me, I think that these are some of the things I say, now you monitor process beyond pink sheet, what are some because pink sheet are papers. Or it means that we are not going to have access to anything that the election should be declared null and void. It doesn't make sense. So for me, I think that we need to move a step further. I give you a certain template that I don't know who mistakes and I build upon it. And this thing that has happened, I said we need to go beyond just pink sheet, paper. We need to build a system. Saying that here, even if it's about even recording the counting process, then you will have a video evidence. You understand? Video evidence. The man for phones. Can you delete it? Yes. So as soon as these are some of the things, because pink sheet, me pink sheet me who we must sign, I take over all the place. But if there is something going forward, say the video, the electoral commission, the camera, say video the process, and I say something. Who say apart from the pink sheet, there is something out there. Give you us that evidential value in terms of some of these things. And yes, people will always try to exploit the weaknesses of some of these things because and then I walk away or chinabino and kobasa and I never be a yeti nipa no mo hana ye dinner mo consistency ye dinner mo MP in terms of development. What do they do? You understand? And fortunately for us, and I say fortunately or unfortunately, you think some people went 4 years without do the winner 6 months. But we know that a clear infringement of your constitutional provisions, and we can't just sit. So I think the Electoral Commission need to wake up, making sure that some of these things will be addressed. Whatever it is, they need to move in just to make sure they declare whoever that won that particular election. If they think results fractured and cannot be used, and now parties involved don't agree. Now say even run those constituencies, they should just to get the people. My paramount interest is getting the people a representative. That is the most important. Everything beyond that,
I was saying Ivan Ivan Che innocent na Oteninkano Minsaka Miami Abema Farouk Osman we a national communication team member NPP Amayokyo Farouk, Bogodier.
This year, why
the brutal? Why brutal?
Experience. You learn from a lot of mistakes.
Exactly.
And life, like as a course, and you take it. So it's 1 year right. And put the right measures, you will never pass the course.
Exactly.
So we are still trying to learn the system we find ourselves.
Great,
yeah,
great,
so
great.
God for today.
Now, and come in over to Suina, ye share. Said ya nyina no as a nation no yebekoswa a building nation no because Ghana should be the paramount winner in all of this conversation. Me sure so me ya adwene sa Ablekuma North ensem ne yeke 6 months down we are still talking about the same thing. Obie hunu what is happening in the space from baby wotie no what is happening e dey na ekoso.
Okay, medals in Mada, where Shafuas in Witty for Muti, what it can say, in Domas. Yenda, Ghana for Omajibre, Ajija, Omoshe, CTV. I say, infringing on somebody's right and people's right is not about squeezing or maybe trying to make the person uncomfortable, but this is human rights. A dom nipa bi na nyagide bi se yento abama osimase na obrentin no mbedi enim na enhihye pa yepe wo your constituency am emfa me so na ye sanka Ablockman is, I think, next to my constituency. I've been the deputy youth organizer for County Central for 2 times under party Obama.
Okay.
I was last year's elections election be a BC like even John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency Akasa, I say Abana he knew he would win, but not up to this extent.
Yeah.
So elections be a say something can say you know you way politics to change. The dynamics of that very election was extraordinary. Nobody understands that very election that went on. But maybe at times, you know, to a craft for no to money for. And now we are all learning to be politicians or good ones, not just think about Ghana first. Yes. Not your party, exactly. Not my party. But if it's a minor, a bit kind of you say a third world, the second year first. You do baby and pompons will be like I say, Otto Abano, your kind machine be kind, I am sure. That's why we have the scan copies. We have the scan copies. After everything I ask Sunny, who check picture now, easy for so ask Sunny. They also have their copy of what should in case they may be saying easy for so many scan copies. Sanabea Abani say now 2 parties no Muntium Mwasi or no as the referees no Mamba say after elections no these are the scan copies that we have from each and every police station. So in all say can say become deeper then we can say easy for so because easy you know a referee. Yes. And so the election is becoming heated. Now you have to protect human interest and people's amount for vote to be a sort of turn up. I continue we also say 5 o'clock after Aba. Now when to me you as the EC, why is your interest? Yeah. I say why you know Juma year. That's what I say because me the MPP ni upakani mi say me dey abepe. And this because me dey also pay. But you as the referee play neutral. They only say no. After everything, almost battle their pink sheets now. But me, as the EC, I have the certified the very same pink sheets. We want to scan copy with my phones. Like they said, almost your more scan copies. Number use scan copies in there. I'm going to use like 3 police stations. Even without those 3 police stations, the MPPs are winning. Okay. So why wouldn't you give them the chance at least to accumulate the right things that's supposed to be accumulated? Nanka, yenya. Figures name. After all, Ablockman has been in the hands of the MPP for not today. Yeah. So the woman has tried. I'm telling you, the woman have not tried a lot. Because who saw Yejuma or your former Juma. Excuse me, let me say, some of our people were very complacent about your power until we win a higher stronghold. Imagine saying this, you lose Domiko Abenya. It tells you about signal. So the NKOSUO this is yeah. And let's say lose you can't go south. Because these constituencies are strongholds. And say the Dakra is winning. But Emirates will say, oh, to a banomate. There's also some agro would do. And yet it's now Babajina by campaign with MPP. No, Obi or Pegana see MPP. Yeah. Or mine NKOSUO will be D. Now without Ghana, where is MPP? Without Ghana, where is NDC? Ghana Moon MPP. Into a best easy. At times, but actually. Also, I declare a month for dignity, a month for Yemen security. So, what is the president currently? What will you do now? The council of parliament are still you hold the front foot of the parliament. So, why wouldn't you allow this very one constituency? Fine, let it go. After all, even up to now, 3 polling stations. They bear me. So, my career research will ground 3 polling stations. I say to abandon the class. Let me do it. And they more power because they are strong goals of the MPP. Okay. Ask yourself why are they not pushing for certain say 3 police stations na kind of pen. You to have any bill. Now I mean say biokita protest ID card be trouble ho bi am betoraba. Omo tu wi ayanka. Because of honey can count omo nim into no person man wan say in fact because the EC has the first scan copy. I see. For pink sheets. So in this, no, as a young as I Ablockman for in a way. It's unfortunate. In a way, we were easy now. Say, man, the farm would be on. Say, you say, and this for the campaign is you fine, but money need money. Exactly. But the motion is some money security, not finding it. You are not declare who amount for farm this. And you know now. Okay. Who's number 4 found this? Is here recently. Jessica, MP, some education sector. Jessica almost Ablockman
so far.
You see, I'm calling tourism without MP.
Yes.
At least, let me say, maybe constituency say I was part of the team. I got chair assets. The student. It encourages. Also, we have somebody because you help. I'm not meet you. I'm more fee more assets. After everything, he came there, sharing yoga, sharing water for them to ride their eyes.
Okay. That was it. Okay. All right. Farouk Osman, NPP communication team member, and Mete Martin Nkano, we very brutal. Solo, Mamma Wakwaba. Solomon Ousu. Movement for change.
Yeah, party.
Senior mind.
Party. Party na be mo wie.
They say mo nyam license no.
No enchekra.
Ti say mo mini.
O na office e ba grodia na. Ye tira me so na me tie. Na ka me madwuma nsan. Ye wie ya ye call election say na 12 candidates na e contest. Ye wie o mo na ka onyina o so mo go for kasa.
Sir.
NPP ni NPP go to ba to be omba. But there be some from me ba.
Oba.
Me gire because adwuma na
ya. Focus, more vision.
Yeah, the way is be focus. You have go for me to say so afrafranto there. General me to say go for we have some free moon. How determined our souls are. And come very agro.
I see. NKOSUO na ablekuma nsem ya na me pesa wo take akra na afi you run some other areas in mu ye. I mean, what is happening? E dey na ebetima ye. The way forward. Me pesa wo hwe the way forward to all of this Nkomodi.
But as we share Minuanuma, Moshia, Ivan,
Farouk Osman, yeah.
The share was watching.
Pa.
About my video.
Oh, but your was so. If you have a
so Mungwakudi or Mungwada
Solo.
Mungwatu no more your party.
Solo any day. Now, Blukuma not in 7 weeks.
Me feel the first year or so yet to solve some problems. Also, coach district electoral officer and returning officer. Prosecutor immediately. They have to be prosecuted. It's a crime against humanity. Because you see, me tese me ni Farouk kase almost scam copies. And then be scam copies the day more. And then this is scam copies. In fact, omu me class scam copies. So me question and fire. But the body mandated to organize our election. No original pin sheet in Kwani here a matter in all this. On any pin sheet way.
Initially, because say to Kwani ye, you know, Omu Yirano, Omu actually, and Obeka say Omu Hubi.
And I don't understand. You see, corruption, no, a woman part of a grand agenda. A business gone bad. All of a sudden, electoral commission on organizing elections who need the original pin sheet. If it's can't go, it's called Quenibi. And Tiancochino. But they say returning officer back, you knew baby and Obeka on your what paper and say, oh, Peponza. Go once. No, what's the cry?
That returning officer, no, and say, oh, no, he's not ready to use either a scanned copy or whatever copy via or money man is so on fine.
I'm watching immediately.
Oh no, yes, on fine. Later, you need to see it. Now, or say, okay, just so the piece be banny at the identity or better now, why collation.
I'm watching. He has a lot of questions to answer.
Now, ma kuntokwana we journey for a life.
Who journey for life? Your man returning officer on a area more gets in our son or not the chrom. Ti Omomano and Kuyinano. He has to be prosecuted.
Okay.
Now, who to be prosecuted also was a standing call. Why the recruiters are returning officer?
Yeah, electoral commission.
Fantastic. A dear due diligence no more year. And I'm the recruiter. Tiomonsono. Say Jedman said the Benfia the catcher say, oh no, meeting the press and end day. And you wanted you to me yet. Or no, you man to me yet. We had a day or Barno become for no call. No, so I'm a quotation, a catcher. So we could start, I don't know. Omama quotation be chato ontumenye.
I see.
So the prosecute because what is going to happen is future elections. The Nkofo answer omone isi de beko nakrana. Eba se show or resource almost omuluzu elusua. No machine. Now mama tax akwa attack back the other side no ma jomo de no so ahye na ka one side pe o se de you scan copies. And you rely on no.
We can continue like that.
Entina, very important. You prosecute this returning officer and the district electoral officer. Send your beya or more any punishment or more. Obia or returning officer in any elections. No, Obo says, Sema Mommy Breya, send your two question. A bit to me.
Okay.
And very important.
Okay.
Now, beyond that, more beyond this, will be said you can rely on a QF years scan copies. Unyadi yoke can matter so can one too many. Unyaka kra, nobody's going to accept that. Nobody will also accept a Rabna Obin's scan copies. So the only reasonable thing that or say a rerun.
For the 62, no?
Yes, or 7.
Okay, all right. Abuzia, Solomon Wusu Movement for Change, senior communication team member, and also Ede Nadine. So abano after ye koyen nsem mu ye nhwe ni say mame mfa Farouk mame no started with this one ye ndra MMDCs no mampeni bo mudini no onya kwenya no ne omo akwa shia di nkomo in fact omo ye orientation and training be for them just so say omo capacity no ebe kosoro sa nhyiemu na say na mampeni nkire omo say listen omo up to 15th of July obi and declare ni assets enya fina ebeye kasa bebre sa se mo gine say
I thought no president is
we be more 5 minutes.
I see him to be historical or kasa bebre because first one kwa no one ko dey in my who first appointees are in 55 and I medical assets you don't academy na date first 31st or so, no mom 7th or so. Up till now, they've not declared. So who are the MCs and MMDCs? Someone could declare by July. Me who first one year command declare. Penny for now, kasa, omu the domain and the man and the district. No, I also can't go not. We have only one municipal. I'm not sure that constituencies also. And because nobody declare an asset and the asset and how huge. If we are asset no need. If we are in the family house, then you make more appointed one stone is a much family house on Puffy. And I'm appointment. And if I have no family ways and means so no property. In asset in the way no go declare. You see, we should not tickle ourselves and laugh. Mom, I'm pending you know this and then I'm mobile and before for it's something we've been in it and we know what it entails. Say our leader and be beside him. Gaman yet. Inti assets now see and the ministers, MPs, title for now CEOs and Kasana, Sikan Kessia, where Chegu and Mohono Krampono. Assets up to now. I'm declare. I'm sorry, Pamom. Near say leadership by example. What example was so MC's name this is the who are they? Obi wa be one make it to no or hweso. Nti ngo so asset na wade yi. Obi wo ni bi. E na me go na frefre din bi MC's bi appoint o ma. Omo to family house. Ono kasa se ni fie. Nti obi sa asset be no ko. Na pa fie no ko declare na ka no use no ko.
Na uni bi a still and so be indicate say.
Na me can enti with what he saying can no can say ahese no mo declare mo yem penifo mo yan kese o mo na ko mo declare it will charge the other cells. We won't declare. We be declare no. Obrinti apamono. Obrinti amano suspension. Obrinti ajini salary of the say oh ampa. Apani ni abro. But if you are okay and kura no budo no nye. Inti yomo okaso mko ye Ghana for na. Upese okachire te Ghana for mu say waka. Ba mu nye kura na ndaji. You are there. Ya nya de sa. Ukasa ama ne nye say ya kasa yi. Omo data odi ma omo no etwem. Obi enu apamono. Obi enu was suspended no. Obi no at say waji the salary 3 months. So 3 months they go mama cares no. Up to now only obi salary. So
then be an say one way ana.
Omo ba cho say the friend say why ya no be ka kire say Ghana for mama declare asset. Oh kwa mosi one declare imagine you free nsem. We ku Muhammad ono so wanye the ntima mapamono ana e bia imagine salary 3.
Because a typical example was the Deputy Minister for Defense. A year Bujajen by say he's not declared, but all the evidence by say you know correct or posted on Facebook ne was some obi who say he's done that.
Na media is one enya attention somebody be near the crack
sir
nti some dey visit or declare or holiday and fire but yeah go dey enya ye omo declare omo asset do any date now. So on your shame for we have it here. We have the records here.
Okay.
And to say, oh, I know see more MCs now. I'm going to tell mantra, Pamufino. I'm going to declare assets. They were not going to declare. The guys are on Yashi. Some people man for so to be bad. To be man, they go in for so on. Obviously, so you should not impose some declaration of assets on just MCs and MMDCs. It doesn't say
appointees.
Appointees na sika form semono waka. Oman yet. Then why I found example Ben was show example names up Mobi.
Okay, young way. Biana in the coming days in your betting. Ivan. Some common way Nankasa mean I have my own appreciation of asset declarations and seven. And idea. Yeah, the share loop more you who know the watch the crowd woman so dear. What a dear stop who say your appointee will be declared as I said, man, penny bema deadline answer.
Yeah, I think sir, an internet democracy, I can say a journey. Yeah, call you see and near Makoya. So say obi the asset share envelope no the cop. Na say MBA soon share ya. Assemble the business nipanabo chrono. Then the state is mandated to go for that particular document for evidence sake.
Exactly.
So the mere fact that you be so and I MBA so no, and no. To certain extent for clarity and for transparency purposes, you know. Sometimes privacy is also there.
Yeah.
In the assembly say yeah the to me my way now when your property where your commission now you this ankrata na command your kofa your tia no the womb and what you have acquired, you know. For me, whatever value be a womb and the purposes that particular thing is intended to solve, you know, you understand?
Exactly.
So that one day I think and you see part of the process is was a bit to me deepen accountability and transparency in our governance system, because in the last years I see some individuals decided to capture this particular state, own the state, and even sell the state for their own benefit, you understand? And not I inform Ghana of why, because going forward, you know, certain measures has to be taken just to ensure that is the reason why President Mahama making a priority. And I mean, because I declare way in 65, that is a lie. I think that he should check his fact very properly before he says anything about that, because Nipa na first estate, fourth estate, declare this our list in a crab you know. There were a lot of them are not more declared that by mistake, and I think so would a cause. And those are President Man deadline. I think that some sanctions have been meted to them. Salary, no. I think that the first 3 or 4 months for me that is enough to start with. You understand? And you see, these is, you know, are the implementers of the larger government policy at the local level. You understand? Very often, you know, any attention or but these are key individuals. Amongst, you know, say abaye no, jumadina odino, ebe nipa no more grants now. Is the DCs? There are some people in your DC and not being some empire be no boy, and abamano, and I say wabre party reward na in Saka. So very often you see most of them, the DC man, no I sorry them, no I white, near 2 pound of good so but this is a responsibility as it's not an opportunity so these are some of the things that we need to inculcate into the people understand say fine. As part of the process now starting property be a will behind declare. And you see there is no law anywhere just say if you auto papa you can be DCE. You understand? The law says what you have declared. If you don't have that is no problem. So the fact that independent and if you want to papa you know and yet enough to bar the person from taking over public office. You see, it's unfortunate say there is this mindset within our politics. Answer you need to own an estate. You need to own a fleet of cars and then as a form. But governance leadership has nothing to do with an individual wealth. You understand? Because vision and driver. So very often out there, the very people are leading and live legacy na nkasa normally they don't even have anything because Kwame Nkrumah about Nkrumah in a bag in a buy he didn't have anything. I think that the plain fair crowd about being a chairman I hope what me leave a lasting impact, a footprint on the political history of this particular country. Kwame Nkrumah ne die wa he estate die wa he. So the fact that obitin and ancha and as for I don't know, doesn't matter, you understand? For me I think that the most important thing is making sure that corrupt practices over the years and at the district level and as a form you making sure that there will be proper and punitive sanctions that are available. Say immediately now. I don't like this practice of within the government now there must be systems in place. bet me I filter I check some of these individuals over the years I'm a corruption and as for your rampant no see to me yes I need money check is I need money for me I think they bet me aboy am I fight corruption to kwan ya fa so aye because ade ba ko adi enya okruma has to do with some of these things because people think say onya kwanya to be in power because ebia the party bra wabre ebia the alliances and the relationship will be madam for the president in Ametia they don't think that they are accountable to the people. For me I think that this whole asset declaration thing no it's important but it doesn't mean that enough for me give us a closer to corruption. We need to strengthen measures going forward you know. What are other measures that be good place just to ensure say nipa no former abide no power now will make conscious effort to deal with the individual. So we have send a message to everybody out there say there are structures in place dealing with issues of corruption. So we are government appointee. The mere fact that what doesn't mean say you get away with it. You understand? So I think that these are some of the things that we need to ensure. And the other anti-corruption measures so the government need to strengthen because and that is what we need to guard against this time around. Say examples in the Ghana for farm in the last few years. And about na bufu na Ghana for the koto abano. So Ghanaians will not tolerate any justification and I say any bia. All that they want to see is that the purse of the state, you know, will be protected from individuals that attempt to say or stealing from the coffers of the state. And some of these measures may not be enough, but I think say total commitment on the part of the president and government just to ensure say or go after this individual and now setting up some of these things. You were told and do confirm na bia clear on our mind.
I mean that was it. So
Doc,
we also be we are just only number 286
no na maybe
article 286 clear so I don't understand any maybe
what the a constitutional provision exactly no the nya fe na oba beni entu fukura wa also e dey or the babat me no ya bini so because we declare asset here dia koshe envelope bi mu no no let's say when declare because we just going to e dey say or your public officer, everything must be clear. Now, you see, the BIA car, you share assets in Kwano.
Liabilities, you know.
Liabilities count.
But the constitution is clear on that.
Also, we declare assets and liabilities. Catch it in the year with the fashion, young boy, so much was with the cow more. Obia Bobesia will bank the Colombia MMDC. One function, Obetika.
And their properties regarding don't even have quiet in their names.
Now even family members. Obi okra we dey property in anticipation. What trust Messi.
Na yen ntire ya no mu chei. Apart from that no. Nitiwe no we die back wa.
Anya no na bejo.
Anya no ma twere.
Chese obo be wi.
Mazu I see a man 1 month over. Say prepare asset na February.
I think there must be a way to verify.
Sorry.
No, constitutional provision has to be verified.
Yes.
If beyond that, you know, also we evaluation be I say, sound you more in your copy free man. But ye di adwuma no. You are no de be adwuma na nkasa ono no be bitie. Nti obede no akaso bi so fanya adwuma. And any problem no.
Yes, true.
Ya womrani nyina look sa constitution ya da de bia say amendi. Omo yes sa constitution in such a way say you be reasonable person leading this country, reasonable people manning our institutions, send a beya or the periphery beya. But Nancy and your may see actually say, why see, I'm funny, maybe I can come and go for people who are reasonable. One Tiana work for the Becca saying, I miss one dice on Gusi Cathedral to a Tomo Manisika Gusi Cathedral. Moti Tiana president Bia Bob the catcher saying, I'm yasun dice, one change you to no, change. You see a legislature say no president should change any human being to a nay yes on baby
solo
so it's clear on penny idea what 15 July one more enough time
enough
I think say no this be a vessel would you no what to me actually now they kwa head and yet they betija na NSA National Service Authority atj
yes
Messi Andre ya me wona me bank ba ko bi send me se huri ade ya o mo capital ya o mo kuta no o manya shareholder this can be abeka ho akodu say ya amo musika nyina o mo nyina akodu 548 million I swear the text message natural we made me jump through na omokasa na click me say ah na 548 I no know this can you go for for national service and I say ka e bie bank eso se sa bank no Mr. already would you read the second message last by the second message what do you bank in free
oh okay I say we have noticed that some instant pay transactions made to
no, the second one, last but one message is called the last but one.
Dear valued customer, some exciting news for you.
Some exciting what?
News for you. Our shareholder is injecting an additional $35 million. Taking Ghana's bank in the member. Ghana's capital well above 548 million Ghana cedis.
Fantastic.
This will boost our lending capacity.
This will what? Boost. Bank, catch them say exciting news. The exciting news is when your shareholder Niba Kwa, what did $35 million become musical Ghana. Na eno ne saisi omusika omonyira nkulu yakasa omasese so a adan ya ka ho nyira o pen omutrom kra ka omaseto bema na kwa kodu 548 million Ghana cedis some coins
beyond the threshold kra o
na mimiti kroman ya ka chem national service in totofe one choto wo hwo monim ne omho so moji sika na omawia yet 548 million Ghana cedis according to the Attorney General.
Yes.
Not just a no any sub banky, MSOE bank for, but this bank is considered as one of the biggest banks you Krumwa. National Cathedral, $58 million. All the funds and the rate here 10 cities, say. And 580 million. Yeah. And no soon see we. And also am I another first class bank. SML between 2018 to 2024. Omafa 1 billion and also ke be 2 banks kaya another banks ye ko anim no
Cathedral
ayi Pualugu de you combine with Bakuya no so mo ko London akwa ye ayi stock exchange here and nkwa almost 24 million
asset no so
and the asset ye ken and the go for botomi ever said this if one no muntie de o mampeni kan yi
okay
ye ne mo na team potemu mo fa ye ni
okay
abayi makachi say for one of the former administrators of your friends common fund let's say assembly common adam me no bia wa progu is legal me kwa kire mu hey
and I know chasing
this is almost getting free common fund never
yeah that's it
omo face ka no
yeah that's it when say undi bre ntino me jao na afi ya to me ne innocent ne Farouk atwa nkomotion so enche list well so ebe journey nana kusi na yene no edi nkomo ewo saa kwa ne so Ivan my ento so na yenhwe ende the honorable Boachi Jako the conversation free the neck MPP Amayoko no ekohia somewhere yesterday was enrechi and on mobile on my TSS say on my nhihye bia wo mo hwe nim say on the 19th in a conference now for consideration. One of the key things is that say omo hwe nim say omo flag bearership na bato no by January no one mo edebeba said the bear choka they've given a plethora of reasons in tia sa adwene no omo pese omo konesa. Your take Bako Jaku is on record to have said say sebi sa nhihye no a penifo de aba no ono no nyanse bi animu. It doesn't make sense. In fact, he describes it as very nonsense. Okay. In plain words, he didn't miss words about it. What's your take on that?
I think Zanka whether a few or hide or Koswanka Yatimia can be, but anyway, let me work on it. I think sir who's a political party be an institution on its own, guided by rules, regulations, and as for regulation rules in the woman and so at this point, MPP as a political institution are going to an election and they suffered the most humiliating defeat in the history of this country. We saw the anger because of Nemo here in the last 8 years. I share Ghana for Batiano. So ordinary, any normal political party will just sit down, review Nema go wrong, Nema and go wrong, and how we a patching Nema. Kachama when you lose power, you don't only lose power, you lose goodwill. The relationship between you and the people, getting disconnected. So patching up means you are reconnecting with the people. So that goodwill will return you. And do can't summer among for the foul serious. At this point, MPP by opposition, I haven't seen that particular thing because there seem to be that belligerent posture, that arrogant kind of bit, still a woman form. So that goodwill, I expect to Ghana for extend to them. Sometimes some of the things they complain about are very legitimate. Some people have criticism, several more can be a tasumu, but I'm saying goodwill and falling to their part because of still sitting on high horses, people brandish them move through necessary move through power. And then you see that kind of thing. So as a political institution, you need to sit down, review their go wrong, their go right, and then as a forum. And that include doing the stakeholder engagement. MPP say, more elections number next year. As an institution, they have every right to do that. You understand? Because my culture say, we have to share now they are so now. But the thing is, within the party, consultative process now will go through. Does it include OBR there? Because a leadership in place, and all the right to make such decision. But don't forget that decision, our collective consequences are triggered down to OPR. And the way the question is, decision are people really going to accept it? And for me, from where I sit, say MPP kase or more elections now by 2026.
Yes,
January.
31st January.
Now say omo kwa kotoaba ayi flag bearer without going through the process of year to district constituency regional anyway numa. It's a problem. Yes, Obi Abetimi say party is not stable at this time because we they need leadership. Are they telling me say party chairman or your leader? General Secretary is not a leader, because the president or the flag bearer only become a leader when Yabra you and Nasa Obaya Yato Obama as president.
Yes.
You understand? At this time, I think that the party leadership no need to patch the pieces. Now we're making sure they are able to amend the party to a certain extent. Not election or because leadership now last year na omo campaign for Baumiana. There are the same people in place. So what can't you say? Young Concoto about at this time, it means that the same executive no more for a particular candidate. And there's a particular agenda just to ensure that candidate wins the elections. And all the executive, most of them, about 80% of all the executive were out there, regional chairman and as a they were campaigning for Baumia. So what has changed? You think that this time around things will change? It's the same thing. So it's the same 2026 or 2020 way elections. It's a repeat of it. And that is where a robbery fairness from this whole process. And I'm sure that is the reason why Boachie Jaco is very angry, because the normal practice in step by step,
from
we new executive there is a reason for that. New ones will have a leadership a year go into the next line. By different people are going to elect the flag bearer. Different people will come as leaders at the constituency. What will be the kind of how
yeah, but this remains a proposal.
Okay.
And me who the entire was a
no, a proposal with a definitive a proposal with a definitive date. What's the date? And the decision.
But that will be affirmed.
Yes.
Congress or conference actually.
And I say a conference.
And the conference can decide that.
Both NCPP, you know how they take a decision. And the key people now affirm or reject this proposal. They are the very people who so you think they are going to reject it. And for me, I will not take away the MPP right as a political party to decide what they think is right for them.
Okay.
Because a party, whatever they decide to do, they have every right. And some are making
okay.
But sometimes when you are working with human beings in the way, you need to make sure that will be accepted. Sabi I won't spring this surprise because there are several people in the coming days they will come up. Because for me, when I met in China as a candidate, I may go into election like me, a candidate Japan, and I may any of other people. I will be sensing, say, it might not be justifiable, but I will have the notion, say, I idea where there is a ploy. More here just to impose a particular candidate on us because these are the people that on more grounds, you know. They're the very people who campaign for Baumia. They declared for him. You understand? So I think that they need to just ensure say, in being opposition, get everybody on board. And for me, I think that is what they should be doing because are people who got peeved and they withdrew from the party. And Kawabo positioning, these are the time and you engage these individuals. And even with Alan Crown, you see, political party sometimes it's not about assuming a belligerent posture giddy. Sometimes you need to cave in, engage people, and what do you about because political parties are about numbers and these are so I think that they are able to another time if they are able to do some of these things.
Maminda was Ivan. Youth activist ya oboni homodin yepa onona mama minda senior man me man akwaba so they will soon die there listo nana kusipoku woye executive director Edema Good Governance Advocacy Group Ghana wabekansa enchebiano yebete ono so nka Farouk asem ne da police we
no always last elections, you encounter a lot of, because of Yanti and Antu and and yes, I am in as an Awokan, we are very, you know what you are doing, you know what time you say. And you really silly, that too often you are quite Nika last 3 years, I call conference or massive. You have a blue boy, do home command, so I'm manifesting, and yet. In some years now, I will be tied at a trainer or force I say, Jacob, politics no. You wait in 10 years, extreme route, you have the right to go. Now, because every elections now, never which don't the money, or ye or for the whole Ghana person who's a Ghana for the interview now, on top of a million at Tiara. Yeah. Until person who the problem reasons why a Ghana for Buffalo and the police station for the about me, I see or quarter or down for us, a doing Tiara. Master, you go and thank the good people of Ghana who killed and voted for you. And now occupy crop for Fuso Echel. That's why Baumia went to that top. One cause of churches, but at times, as some are any other dancer, and some who be a Chadia dancer. Into if you are corner of Copacho, Adasi, nobody could be sent a question, they are definitely a sort of church, I say, and church, a moon, I say, a party. Some of you are looking for a party, as you say. You need people. Make sure you put the right measures. Say, ammunition are one, don't want to do it. You make me have one wedding. Party. Last year's elections are equal. Near Sisi, the police station constituency, the region, the national vote for the normal. Up down, police station, Google food, and I say, I'm a delegate, and I and I'm forced to be see her, and I'm also be see her, so stay and delegate. Sans before even pieces and even MPs and so crowd elections to crowd more before money. And as a way MP or 100 PC winning only MP any piece near some year Juma. But a big willful. I mean, I black man off the in our problem in Abika. Sheila, baby Sheila also, girl, ever take over. Meanwhile, Mano, think about the elephant. Think about the party, not the individual that is coming. She never tells, let's assume, say, oh, boy, no, so the moon winner, Blake Manota, it's add up to our numbers in parliament. And at least the my vibrance, but say, who say, meanwhile, because of my loose primary city in Crawford, I know people, they were offshore. They were not working for the party because of a Yeshila, quote unquote, in Echo. And say, fear free in Echo, the idea. But a NPP, a year of phenomenal year. Say, me, let me be now for himself, personal NPP. Then my grandmother and announcing it. It will be announced so on.
The Incommodia Bay concerning more proposed date.
Yeah, proposed date. Yebeko conference. A lot will happen. A lot of amendments will be made at the conference. A lot of amendments. Initially, class will say, Ada, like youth organizer, deputies, we better swaba organize. But after actually I joined neck cut now meeting. This is the proposal of the above. So your amendments are a conference within the conference final. The bill to go to conference, never do now. Young function. When your document in the air to an guide towards 2028 elections, you are per se any man before manfo befu ya wi ame ya mi se beti bebre so na ebe ya yenko ese ebe mabu ran ebe mabu showdown ni ade nyina ese etumi rubbish sanye madi na ebe ba ko as a party say I ready say ye ko akoyenim na say we be twe ase na me dem mboa obia I'm telling you in politics don't underrate anybody obia what numbers the least person that you underrated will surprise you because numbers okita no I say I no be mama MPP mu asa mo be ya kakra you want uniform more added numbers no matter what just get them on board let's go together and the elephant should be the symbol it should not be the individual elephant know that when you say elephant waiting and you be here anywhere the elephant passes you follow it's the best yeah see yeah amendment be but finally no data but date they say a number we can change it last year they say you're going this way you say I say going this way still man for trauma if you could have the right means about when you say nonsense there are words you don't use out there because let's assume you have the when you're quiet now I'm for better opinion to make nonsense or wanting money to me and then obey. So there are things if you are doing, groom yourself from your childhood. So way, you be any president, me kasa, me near, me nanti, me be mission me. Tell me your tnebi, and that about me almost recognizing the sound. Then I'm tagging. Who you should fan tagging because now okra ni mudi muye because onim niche now. But okra ni mudi muye. Say be ya na no nkofun penny no tnebi no be tagging. Okay. For elections. Say any internal elections, I'm call ya. Buman kasa mo kasa ya. Go be any fan tagging ba.
All right.
So in all, after the conference, we will see.
We'll see with the free man. Yeah. All right. Farouk Medase. Senior man, in about 10 minutes, because we won't say MMDC's lifeline, President Diama concerning Omo declaration of Omo assets. Then what we can so there and so kakra AMPP conference here away anyway.
Obi kan say asempaiti ama me nkyerɛtie for ne enuanma bigafo
it also I want to also
as usual memo abaso so na adwuma so
that's it
na yema obaya titi so yakɔ
sir
ejewu de ya na happy ti ema na yakɔ pa na doc asset declaration meaning the intent was a topic because Oman Penia Casevi is a penny Garibian insurance.
Okay.
On say, on Pese, a bayer, and Senahose, or buy in a crown, or I am behind Ama appointees and declare my assets. I say, so share in the history of the Fourth Republic. A buyer, a pamphlet, a declare my assets. Pie, a radio mama buy.
Exactly.
Now, when you cry, will go a step further, say, for the punitive measures be a good. A coin more.
So, why, yeah,
a cobassa, why, yet, near one, penny betting was. Now, Ura Mahama or track records be brave, say, or they train on one party mass. The most popular one of all, a year, in relation to Abu Gapeli. Enti meaning say so koye na ne soafo ana say na pamfo bi wo baabi sector bi na waka cho say ye we na wanya ehwa so twen wo enti me de me so me de be ye futuo de ama omo a omo nyeye em say obi wo hono ma unihwe and oba ben ko declare say unihwe obi wo so a obibi a obepese obema adedi say we na me wo usu ko declare most often no obi wo no ma owonifie but oni ebia enkrata ebia asase krata na say krata bit much say fie we ya media. There are so many homes in Ghana omuni title omuni krata samwa omubetimi dia dance say dan we ya media na and also so tro na yehu say o dan wa ha na emomuni krata esan say bia manso kra wo asase na ana bibi saa nneɛma no nyinaa no ɛbɛboa ma ɛnkɔba sɛ daakye bi ɔmampani sɛbi ɔbɛkɔ akɔtwe na abaa na afei na ɔde sam nti monyɛ deɛ sɛ fata na monhwɛ deɛ ɔdi kan no na monsua ne nante san sɛ dɔmahama ne ho ni sɛbi ɛfin biara na quickly menkɔ amayoko a na medɔm a afei deɛ mesɛ woka sɛ meyɛ memba kora na mede wobɛkɔkɔ
Farouk si nya abotre
Abasemba nya abotre
abotre ne deɛ
Abasemba nya abotre mo bani bo na mo yɛ ese ne nkora so bɛn
tene sɛ MPP amayoko na nka amayoko papa na nka omu di mu sɛbi na nka omu wɔ brebi a nka betimi ɛde ama ɔmanfo ɛde agina so ato aba ama MPP but sisi a sɛ MPP wo hoi a criminal institution everything about MPP is criminal. No, it's a fact.
Gumu kakramo.
Mintimi ngumu. It's a criminal. Me papa to tell me no. Se me nkan dokure kofum se me wo.
Na dia no moya on to me criminal.
It's more than a criminal institution. But I've been charitable.
Utri mu se.
Bibi bia omo ye mfie nwotwe twam bia ye bone a etia adasa. Bibia omo so omo ye papa ni mpo na bone etechire. Bibi bia omo ye bia etenya mayoku a wo so otimi nya kokodo kura be gina Ghana fo anim se Ghana fo nto aba ma omo san se ye nto aba ma hwanom criminals debi enya de papa
it is not fair to describe them as criminals.
They are criminals. I'm telling you,
that's my challenge. That's my challenge.
No, the challenge you can have, you see, Jesus Christ obey. I say na me ne hwan obi edi ni ho dance here obi a ne na dance di odi fa Yesu no otima
Farouk onye criminal
say ye wo bi o ho a ne papa ye criminal onye criminal
ento jitu say Farouk onye criminal
me ntimi nya so bo bi afa mo no but obi o support criminal bia no oye criminal in a way
no nim bi o support wa ntia o ka say ono criminal
na obi a wono ti hanu a wo ka kire me say Bawumia ne huni efin bia na Jack where are you when ekofa bai hwe abai we a omuteso yi Ghana fo bi betimi afuo mu berebi because obi ti say Bawumia kure ni kwan so otimi pia bonten say oba be kasa say obi nkoto abama no $2.5 million what the beji esika die Bawumia
sesen
ore fi say e kofa asase GPS a Bawumia say ye leapfrog adia me 2006 President Kofi Essuman Google for Ghana ha omo peke coordinates ni nyina in fact with the American your friend is saying army no no the Air Force no that was their job 2006 13-14 na meye Uber adwuma I had 12 cars and normally Uber no was it not using GPS and the other than comfort me free car na abegina ofie anim sometime na when na present present mama na Bawumia ba no osa de abedan ye nkwanta asase GPS abeton $2.5 million Ghana cedis dollars $2.5 million at the Amagana for who is he he not a criminal. This is the man he is campaigning for. I don't know what change akon. Na why na sabi ewe wi ase a o ka no kreche bo change akon. Nonsense na as just nyansa nim. Ana no so gisi esa ko school. Oh no kre ne kan ya o. There are things a yesua democracy na I was see yesua ni ye. Oh, it's not right. Say obi akwaya ade a yem pese ye beka no kra che nipa kro se ade we ya wo ye no se free ho it's not right so many yet to say unko na se bibia se nyansa nyina kura wa obedi amia se de ba omia de amia ya what you say nipa na wo kana asem no ono na Ghana ha nyina ye nim so ye trofo pa odi tro as see e kura o ko fie kura no gusu di tro obi ayere ne ho ama dollar eba fom sidi ni gyina ne na so osenyo no na yeye wo etira na esi wo konso ye na nka yese wo na ye economist abira beboa ma oman sika sam nko yie no udumadi a wodi ye ne sen afa na atom ne ntase na party no ye beko ayi omopa omonto aba ne kina na omfa ba omi anya flag bearer. I have been looking for that time say ba omi abesa flag bearer bi enu kwa dia ko benya 22% enu obenya because kaneno na obia jinidi say owo esubi ne ban bi a enkebetimi aboama otimi abeye omampani abedi akire obeye omampani abedi akire no obia hu say ontwa tawu ato force wonye vice president o baby odi dollar ne du eye adwene eni nyansa ena ekwa akansie ana adwene bu say nyansa say na wo tenabia ne he o tenabia eni ma adwene enti minimum our shelter edi enti na wo be ka kire me say o so chen me ena nyansa ka kire adwene say baby amedanko ena mesu ne me ban so enko na mesu ne me ban ti ne ani me eti adwene nko ena de nyansa nko eti adwene de obi atimi nya adwene ni bi da ne tirim ba se nyansa na ye de enam ma obi ahu sa adwene a sabi ewo ho nyansa da mu no anu na atofo sen eye no what I say enti no enye se brabeto to be man keke o de bi enye no ntina
ba medical ka say we no na eye proposal
oh say
na proposal
ade bi okra na yenka oh say tio say yeti hey o ka kire say ye be pon 12 tio yenyina yesu nim say dwumadi ye pon be say nondu abroso an nondu na ka say ye be pon 12 a ebi ana me be me she obi say oh me shia o after 10
yeah
how do I reconcile that ebi ameti here America say metesh ni pakoro say oh yes ye be pon 10 eso so afi wo say ye be pon 12 meboa
yeah
now edi entina all of a sudden nipa bi nma ye o madwen say ade a aye traditional a obi anim say ye di enfie mienu a eda ye nim ene ye de hihye say ye de be flag bearer e wo constitution ni yen kasa 3 years o yes enfie mienu yanka 3 years sa no mu sisi afoko ne kwabere Japan nom ne same crab no mu a party constitution da ho na afi yes o council of elders say na council of elders no mu nim nyansa che constitution na like how your constitution here then what you say a party a boni na ewo mu no kufodo na ahye sa boni ni nyina and waja eje ko ja ba umia die bi boni nko a and ono so to aso executive say omo wo hoi so omo pe party ni ye a wo so omo pam omo nyina total overhaul omo yi omo nyina adi anya democracy ni ewom na ehun hia say wo sa amayoko bi esa ba e ka amayoko MPP na wo se nkom gunu ba democracy nti e wo say e ka bi ma men ka bi anya say NDC fo so umtrim be yo mo de anya say wo say ka MPP no ko mu gunu because say me kan na criminal institution say na bio so mo pe party ni animonyam ni ne nkan kwa e wo say ba omian obi bia wo ba begina na wo aban dada anim bia na wo so mo pam ni free mu including obia na wo aban dada anim bia e wo so mo yi ni free because omo nyina mo ne ani onyam obi bia ni wono ma na wo aban dada anim a obetimi aba be justify ade papa ana ade boni ade aban dada ne yeye
sir
yes obia ni wo
you say Brian declare educhum so enra or declare o show interest
enkwan joa na no sin enya bisa no oh enye enkwan na adwoa na nka kane party ya se ya nyansafo ne nidifo party hwani pa omu yi omuti wo de wa hwe wo de in estimation
and no more problem
enye problem no there be why na wonim de why na wo nyansa kire me uyi ba omi afri wa kane Japan so person ye mampani kane Japan enkwanye timi adwo na we di adwo ma asa ya block
festival
dabi o ene ye se bread tampon se onu so person ye mampani obi a onu timi suma nkwala asem nkobo bo atuo wa ya waso weso ogon otimi tu ne hene ne wasi hene wei enkwane nyo ya edutum so opeso ye mampani
abona baso
hey MPP mum dia atete apansam
Farouk isi ase
ba omia so na be kwanti wunim meti wodi na me say no kra nyame anim ni on okoye krom asanteman mu a on say enam bi a friend to tobi no on say wele a ye dia kodwa so ayanto ena maami bi oye na adwen say Odehyeeba Kofi na odi akwhye fom na waye ne tese momone na odi ache ne nkwan mu ahwese be ehwama oye ne fae kuzo totobi ne boarding eche wele is the marketing skill of the Ashanti and the matotobi boy den chen wele
I see
wele apro ne boarding chen wele etia people di agura o betimi aton totobi ama na kanya sampa Ghana ha yati ba o mia se o betimi ay mampani wo Ghana ha vice president kekekre de ma o say the vice president who say ya ma okwan na hwan na be mampani o be ma okwan wo Ghana ha
okay
who cry now the back didn't stop with you no who say ya ma okwan na afa back ni be stop with you a na hwan na Ghana ni be na be ma wo kwan yakufo do ya ma ne kwan ya ma ne kwan
anyway
etino you can see from afar say party no atetia pansam na say nipa benya ahobrasie ne ensi yomu nukredie mu agye atum say ya party dia atetia pansam eti efi na ekremu mie sesa ya akwan na yenko sesa akwadwofo a omo ko ntate anten na yeko sua na akwan na yehunu nyansa ye dia boye bra no omo ntena se nye saa o saa ne oma omo ye a ema party na nim gu ase no e say wa beto atum 31st January obeye election party ko grassroots ne kotie obi anim say by force we person dey ba omi aba aga me no enya me ya emani beje papa omo fa ba omi amra obese die mia die tosu mienu ba ko no tasentase na ye no we die mesi na ni so be bri no ma obetwa ahwe se konfo
listen wa me na wase
die tosu biem
wa me na wase
ma no sie no omampani Jomahama NL asema me de betu gala mesre se onkum oma sebi na ni nko ho na nkofo ewie sika eko omo abotom
okay
at the expense of the state ehieska the bumai ehieska the ayoma yi
me da se
MPP track record back no state capture no omo capture everything enterprise of Ghana mesre se omo mani nko NL nsense
we dey move fan chemi ye brain ntino ye last topic na NSNK NKOSUO no unfortunately yentimi NKOSUO ntino move fan chemi I'm sure say next week Thursday no we'll make ample time and look into the matter. Listo Nana Kusipoku Oye, Executive Director the Good Governance Advocacy Group Ghana. Onona yete nende no Sansona yete Ivan Che Innocent or a youth activist and a social commentator. And so yete nende once again you know yete Farouk Osman or a NPP.
Just a word.
30 seconds.
The one say the boss I say party no na your party are no it is how can you share now we declare partners criminals no no we share criminalities now say no no we share say maybe I buy it
now we are criminal
once at this
massacre my brother we need to
whole party I want don't know it also say I go na nko ni ya ma wa o say enye e bia na dey open no bia we nya na that time it na bia and then the penny of the he was part of the criminals.
Okay.
Top notch.
Ivan, it's only fair that I give you. Ivan, it's only fair that I give you 30 seconds. Now to wrap it up. My Ivan in rapping. I
think that media member yatiti na mem have condolences because we're losing the papa.
Yes.
And I think it's sad. So because it's a period, a very tough period.
Exactly.
Losing your father there,
I know this.
I know what yes, then there. At one way, first condolences to her and the family.
Exactly. The team, OMAN Ghana NKOSUO, the crew, yetini mu ama no ni de kekeka ho nyina no ye wo hye no well ye bon paise yakopon emboa no in this very difficult moment said e be ya obetimi na wa babaka be gina ne na so na bibia so akoye Solomon Wusu so e by movement for change communication senior communicator for the movement for change and so e by bibinti na say osori so na okudis jumadu obabi like I said Farouk Osman MPP communication team member on so yeda na sese obekansa dwede no yede si anisa messages ne do so mo fa nche mi embre ni ntimi nkan ya bade yakopon ya aduma echina yeshia bibia nso ebeko yi na yede ama mamenda Odehyeeba Kofi Essuman mini abema menino eti dwumedi so mamenda na se ono so ebe pass it through sanso and I made that team ni nyina crew ni nyina presenter producer, director, Obibia, Yankopon ya aduma ichina yebesan Asia meeting Dr. Desmond Kofi Annan.